And it's done, my friends. Tom Homan's announced at a press conference that the surge of DHS into Minnesota is coming to an end. Now, very much so, Tom Homan's painting this like a victory. We got the job done. We've got unprecedented cooperation. We don't need this surge anymore. However, libertarians, many MAGA individuals are very salty on Trump, not just over this, but for a variety of reasons. And it's resulted in some people saying this is a surrender. He's given up. There were a few hiccups. It went bad for them. Homan came in and they've been trying to find an exit strategy. So this is them getting out. And the narrative right now is not so good for Trump on the immigration issue because either he's being criticized for not doing enough, no mass deportations, or for doing way too much. There's no middle ground. So, of course, people are none too happy. We're going to talk about that. And then, interestingly, we haven't really talked about it a whole lot. You can tell I'm kind of losing my voice. We haven't talked about it a lot on this show, but the Nancy Guthrie story is massive. And there have been some developments in this regard, and we are being joined by our resident expert in pop culture who's going to be able to help us break this down with some new information on the ransom note. And there's actually interesting points about modern day hostage situations and kidnappings that I think actually are destroying. And it's sad to say the kidnapping industry is effectively over. It's being ruined by AI and cryptocurrencies. How are we supposed to kidnap somebody when someone else is going to AI their voice and then pretend to be the kidnapper? You can't even get that done anymore. So we're going to talk about all that and a whole bunch more. Before we get started, my friends, we got a great sponsor for you. Check it out. It is the Campaign for America First International Assistance. This is CAFAI at americafirstintl.org. CFA, Campaign for America First International Assistance, states that a new era of America First International Assistance is underway, and that President Trump has made clear the U.S. will act decisively while ending the practice of providing blank checks. According to CAFIA, U.S. assistance should be strategic, accountable, and tied to measurable results that strengthen American security, including stronger borders, tougher enforcement, and real cooperation to stop illegal immigration and keep deadly drugs out of U.S. communities. CAFIA believes that America First assistance should focus on stabilizing fragile regions before crises reach U.S. shores, strengthening key partners, and supporting American farmers, manufacturers, and workers. They cite the data from Trump's pollster showing that 80% of President Trump's voters support this approach to international assistance. They believe President Trump is sending a message to Beijing, stating the use of foreign aid to buy influence and control will no longer go unchallenged, and that the United States must lead with strength, purpose, and clear conditions that put American security first. For more information, check out their website. The link is in the description below. You can find them at americafirstintl.org. And don't forget to join our Discord community at timcast.com. Click that, join us. We got huge news. Check my Instagram. The coffee shop is nearly done. I posted a video from there. It's like at 80%, and it's been delayed, but it's there. You can see the counter, you can see the stage, and there's a piano, and there's painting. It's coming. And this means that our Timcast members are going to get exclusive private club access membership, all this good stuff. We're going to be doing private events. We're going to be doing exclusive elite member only events and meetups. We're going to make Ian basically hang out with you guys. And I actually pitched to John, who's running it. I said we should put up a Timcast style backdrop for photos and a cardboard cutout of Ian. And everybody's got to get one. Check that out. He's
going to be there all the time just hanging out.
He is. He's a big gamer, and there's a game shop. Mamba Collectibles is upstairs. So we've got the coffee shop on the first floor. You've got the collectible shop second floor, and the Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, all that good collectible stuff on the third floor. So yes, and we're hoping that we can do a Friday night gaming hangout with Ian as well. So definitely join the Discord now while you still can. Don't forget to smash that like button. Share the show with everyone you know. Joining us tonight to talk about this and honestly a lot about issues pertaining to him and the work that he's done. I'm very curious. Vince Offer.
Yeah, Offer Vince Shlomi now. I've changed my name. Here, in first time letting you know. Thank you.
Everybody knows who you are. When you walk, like, it's funny because we've had really high profile people. Let me just put it this way. With all due respect to Phil,
yeah,
Phil is a platinum rock star.
Yeah.
And he comes in, and some people were like, oh, cool, it's Phil Labonte. You walked in, and the skater guys were like, holy crap, like, that's the ShamWow guy. And really, really excited to see you here.
Oh, I was like, that's the ShamWow.
The ShamWow guy.
I know, I watch myself on TV, I'm excited. Who's that guy? Oh, it's me. I'm pretty excited. No, of course, thank you for that introduction. That's great. No, I'm running for Congress because I just, like you, like the song you just played before. The world's getting cold, so it's just like I want to make it warm, like you're doing.
Well, we're trying our best. It's tough every single day, but there's actually a lot to talk about with you. First of all, the story of Slap Chop Sham Wow, the work you did.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. But additionally, you're running for Congress, and interestingly, like before the show started, we were talking, and you were making points that you didn't even know, and we didn't even know. We completely agreed on, and I was like, this is going to be interesting. So it's awesome to have you. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you.
Brett is hanging out.
I don't know who this expert is on the Nancy Guthrie situation, but I guess that's me today.
You tonight.
Guys, normally I am doing Pop Culture Crisis, which is live Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be having episode 1000 on Tuesday next week, so you should hang out for that, but thanks for having me.
Hello, everybody. My name is Phil Labonte. I'm the lead singer of the heavy metal band All That Remains. I'm an anti-communist and a counter-revolutionary. Let's get into it.
Here's the big news, my friends. It is from NBC. Trump administration says it is ending its immigration surge in Minnesota. More than 4,000 undocumented immigrants have been apprehended since the operation began in November, according to DHS. Speaking at a news conference, Border Czar Homan said coordination with local law enforcement and success of immigration enforcement have contributed to the end of Operation Metro Surge. I have proposed, and President Trump has concurred, that this surge operation conclude. The announcement comes weeks after federal authorities shot and killed 2 U.S. citizens, sparking outrage around the nation and the world. Homan said a significant drawdown will begin this week and will continue into next week. He said it will remain on the ground for a little longer to ensure a successful end to the operation. Now, we've been hearing this quite a bit from a lot of Trump supporters that immigration enforcement was a massive issue. It was the second issue behind the economy, and that Trump has not delivered. Now, he secured the border. Everyone agrees on that. But you've got a lot of people saying, what is he deported? 600,000 maybe, and there's 20 million. At this rate, he will never get deportations done, not just before 2028, but before the midterms. I want to push back a little bit and say, I know that we can be a little depressed and black-pilled sometimes here on this show, but I think it's more middle of the road. I think Minnesota was bad for the Trump admin, but I think they finally negotiated some kind of net positive they could take from this. I don't know what y'all expect. If Kamala Harris got in, you'd be dealing with 20 million new illegal immigrants. Right. So can we at least be happy where we're at and take a positive step? Like, I'm glad to see some of the work is getting done, and let's be positively promoting the administration to do a little better.
Is it possible that that people have a problem with he didn't go after like the factory farms and the large scale operations that could have netted larger numbers of deportations at one time? And the way it's going about in neighborhoods and homes has been a PR backfire from day one. Like, it's a losing battle.
It is. And Trump came out and was like, the hospitality workers and farmers can stay. And then everybody was like, what are you doing?
So I'm saying, like, that's the losing battle from the beginning, right? It's like, if there is some type of cap on where you're going to go, then you're not going to get the mass deportations. In fact, you're choosing the ones that are hardest on the community, which means your PR battle is lost from the start.
Yeah. When you look at the news, the way it's being framed by the Trump admin and Tom Homan is, we won. We won. We're done. But for some reason, I guess because of the pessimism, because of a bunch of things people perceived as not being good enough, this looks more like a retreat and a failure.
Yeah, too many people are making the perfect the enemy of the good. Look, I've got the hardest line opinion on immigration out of, I think, anyone here. I would love to see immigration ended for at least a decade, and every single illegal should go back to where they come from. So it doesn't get any more hard line than my perspective. But at the same time, I can't look at the reality of the situation, the options that we had, and say that Trump isn't the better option or hasn't been the better option. We got net negative migration. We have people that are opting to leave. Just today I was reading some tweets where people that are in custody, they're deciding to leave because I guess if they're going to try and fight, they stay in custody. But if they're just going to say, okay, well, I'm just going to go back to my home country, they go, okay, cool, and let them go. And the more people that you get to leave the country through whatever means is possible, right? Whether it be paying them $2,600 and buying their plane ticket, grabbing them off the street and throwing them in jail and putting them on a plane, or whether they decide that they get tired of being in custody and so they leave. I don't care what it is. Whatever gets them to leave is what we should do. I would love to see the administration go after employers that employ illegals. Absolutely. I would love to see more people. I would love to see the administration go after people that rent homes to illegals or rent
Knowingly.
Yeah.
Knowingly.
But I like what you said, and also what you said about, because it's not really completely their fault for coming in. I mean, it's really the Biden's problem because they brought them in and incentivized. They come on in. So yeah, I mean, so there's maybe a middle ground where we can give them. Look, we know that we told you to come in, not us, but previous Biden. So let's take a little responsibility for that. So why don't we give them some money? Like, here, look, $3,000 to $5,000. We'll send you back, and we'll put you on a list. Yep. That seems like a nice middle ground. It's a little more,
And
that's Trump admin's doing that.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
$2,600 is the cost. $2,600.
They're
saying because it's less money to give. It's less to give them $2,600 to go back and start the process or whatever. Because if they leave of their own volition, they can start the process and try and come back legally.
Yeah, and that's fair.
And the $2,600 is cheaper than what it costs for per person.
Maybe a little bit more because they were. It wasn't completely, like I said, completely their fault. Because if I was in South America, I'd go away.
I mean, it's
but I think you're being nice.
Yeah.
But the Trump admin's view of it is, it's going to spend what, $17,000 per deportation or something like that, right? Was it the number?
Phil.
Yeah, $2,600.
No. 17,000 is the total cost of a standard deportation.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And so they basically said, why don't we just give them a couple grand and a return flight home? That way they're incentivized to leave.
Yep.
The view from the Trump admin and the pitch is not that it's not your fault. It is your fault, but it's cheaper if we do it this way, and you can reapply and come back later.
The reapply part is a big deal because if you get picked up and they send you out, you can never come back. Ever. Right. You will never be a citizen. If you come back, you will always be illegal. If you go and leave of your own volition with the app that they've got, they'll give you money and you can start your paperwork and then you can come back the right way. I mean, you have to go back to the end of the line, which is, difficult, but whatever.
You're running for office in Texas, right?
Texas, 31st district,
31st.
North of Austin.
Just north of Austin.
We're trying to keep the weird, wokeness from metastasizing into our district. So that's what I'm going to try to do.
But that's what I was going to ask about, because we know that the southern border of Texas used to be very blue and it started shifting red when the immigration crisis got really bad. And I know that Austin is it's relatively woke. But Texas is shifted red, but it could be a little purple. And so I was curious, for the district you're running in and for what you're seeing, how much has illegal immigration been an issue for you? I mean, we're over here talking about Minnesota. You guys are on the border.
Yeah, I mean, I just moved there last year, but it's not that bad now, but it was bad before. But the incumbent that was there, John Carter, wasn't at the border a couple of years ago. He wasn't stopping them or doing anything. And now he says he's tough on the border. Of course, Trump fixed that. But I'm also there not just for the border, but for all the other crap. That's the wokeness that's coming in. Because like you said, the Austin is like a very nice place, very nice people, artsy people, and woke loves to go where there's nice. They love nice. I'm trying to teach the Northern District to be tough love. There's tough, there's nice, and there's tough love. Every time I've been nice, people take advantage of me. And that's even going right now. When just to let you know, like I signed up as Offer Vince ShamWow Shlomi with my nickname because everybody knows me as ShamWow. And then they just recently, a couple of weeks ago, pulled my nickname, unbeknownst to me, after I got all these advertisements and took my ShamWow name out. So no one now, when the voters go in and try to vote for me, they're not going to see it. So I'm really upset about that.
Oh, wow.
I'm a little nervous about it.
Yeah.
But hopefully they'll vote. I mean, I'll probably lose 30% of the votes because of that.
The interesting thing was I knew your name was Vince Offer.
Yeah.
And I thought you changed your name as like a play on being a pitchman selling products.
Oh.
But your name actually is Offer Vince.
Offer Vince Shlomi,
Yeah.
And they wanted to keep that, and I said, can I put ShamWow in there as a nickname? So they got it approved. The Secretary of State approved it, and the GOP approved it. And then they got it notarized, and I got all the campaign or the commercial. I think you saw the commercial where the fetus goes, vote for ShamWow, right? But now they took it out, and I'm kind of a little sad. So yeah, someone in Washington D.C. called in and got it out. Probably the company's called National Republican Congressional Committee, and they took it out, and that's really upsetting because I might lose a.
Well, they don't want you to win.
They don't.
They
It's
want
like Kid
outsiders.
Rock going for office, and then we're taking his name out, and Robert Ritchie James. Who the hell knows Robert Ritchie James?
Who's that?
Yeah, so the voters are not going to vote. Anyway, sorry for offshooting.
Well, you
the
could-
direction.
no, but I
We're
mean-
talking about the other thing. Sorry, apologies.
You got time.
Yeah,
You got time.
Okay.
You know,
When is the
Well, no, they can't change it now. So I have to. I got all donation. I got donations, and we're pushing ShamWow, and like I even got. This was the vote ShamWow guy, but then when they pulled ShamWow out, now I got to go vote Shlomi, so I got to rebrand myself now. So it's like it's an uphill battle. So I don't know. I thought I was going to win, but now it's like 50-50 to see. But we'll see.
you have to just completely remake the ShamWow commercial where it says Shlomi instead of
it's got a nice Shlomi. We'll see.
call the product the Shlomi.
I
Yeah.
have a question for you. So me and you, Phil, have talked in the past about gun laws and the fact that it's become an issue it's a bit of a losing issue for Democrats. It doesn't work the way that it used to. Yeah. Is there any world in which we one day see immigration in the same light, or will it always be on the table the way it is now? Like, is the idea here that if you push hard enough right now, even if you're not getting the deportation numbers that you want, like you can get it into the public consciousness and get Americans to understand the damage in which what illegal immigration does, and turns it into an issue similar to gun rights where people are like, I'm not compromising, bullish on this.
I think there is a segment of the right that has that opinion now, where they're like, there's no compromise, no anything, and I think that those are the people that are the most upset with Donald Trump. Right? Donald Trump ran when he first came down the escalator in 2015 and announced. The very first thing he said was, they're sending rapists, they're sending the drug users, blah blah blah, and the whole media just freaked out. But he stood by, he stood on his principles, and he's like, no, this is a serious issue, and I think that he really did make the case, and people have seen it. Now, Biden helped by opening up the border. Biden has done as much damage to public opinion on immigration as anyone, and because people are seeing it so succinctly, it's so right in front of their face. But yeah, I do think that it's not going to change the way people think. I think that people are upset with Trump because he's decided that he's not going to try to get rid of like the workers that are here that are illegal and stuff. As for will it be a losing issue for the left, I don't know, because the people.
Is it possible in the future, like with enough time?
I think, honestly, I don't think the time is the deciding factor. I think that it's damage. So the more people are aware of the negative effects of immigration, the more people will calcify behind no immigration or I want to have more deportations and stuff. Because even now, even after all the stuff that happened in Minneapolis, the squishy Republicans, they were like, oh, I don't want to see this and stuff. But the hardcore, far right or right wingers like myself, like, they were not moved. I was not moved. I was like, this is what I want to see. And because I'm aware of the people that were fighting back. They were all politically motivated. It was all, progressives or communists or socialists, whatever you want to call it. Those were the people that were out in force protesting and trying to fight with the cops and stuff. And it was all manufactured, right? And none of it was grassroots. It was all AstroTurf. So I wasn't moved by any of the stuff that went on. And I think that there's a significant segment of the Republican base that still is like, I don't care. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see people getting deported.
Well, they're doing that right now with voting rights, where they're like, these are all the hurdles that somebody will have to jump through if the SAVE Act is passed.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you were married or if you're divorced and all of these things, and people are like, I don't care. It should still be a law.
Yeah, and with that particular issue, like the popularity of it is like 85% of the country, 93% of Republicans, I think, 71% of Democrats are saying, yeah, you should have to show ID. And you're seeing movement on the Hill too. Like there's only 4 senators that are holding out now. It's McConnell, the Alaska and Maine senators, I forget their names, they're the same person. And I think Tom Till from North Carolina is still holding out. But that's it. And even Fetterman's come over to say, no, I would vote for it.
So I'm Fetterman 2028.
You know, so I mean, I could imagine, not that I think that it's going to happen, but I could imagine another Democrat saying, you know, actually, that's probably not a bad idea. My constituents have been calling my office, and they really do want to see this as well. So.
Let's jump to this next story. We got this one from PJ Media. CNN is circling the drain as Warner buyout heats up.
There is a God.
Well, we've heard the story quite a bit that CNN's dead. I honestly think CNN is dead, and I think CNN exists only in the imagination of conservatives. And you think I'm joking? I'm not.
Even then, you see, like when you see clips now, they're not nearly as. At least the ones that I see posted aren't the same type of Trump hating clips that I saw 5-10 years ago.
The reality is, conservatives like to bring up CNN as this anti-Trump boogeyman monster because they're traumatized. Because 10 years ago, CNN had viewership and was lying incessantly and insulting. And I'm not trying to say Trump is perfect, but CNN was literally just the anti-Trump channel. Today, CNN has no viewers. And I saw this story, and I'm like, yeah, okay, we get it. CNN circling the drain. I pulled up the Adweek ratings. Get this. And this is not good for Fox News either. CNN averaged 753,000 primetime viewers. 142,000 were in the key demo 25 to 54. They're down by between 9 and 16% in the demo compared to the previous week. In their total daytime, 527,000 viewers, 85,000 in the demo. Guys, I gotta tell you something. Do you know how much money you will make on a video that gets 85,000 viewers? You're going to get $300. CNN is running a multi-million-dollar studio with high-profile personalities, and they're getting ratings for their whole show that could not buy a pair of Yeezy sneakers.
Yeah, with actual ads being bought for there as well.
Is that what they're called? They're called Yeezys?
Yeezys.
Yeah, I have some. They were expensive.
Why'd you get them?
Because Ye was coming on the show.
Oh, wait, did you wear them on the show? You should have worn them on the show. Put your feet up.
It shows karma is a bitch, because when you harm someone of good intentions in general, I think it just comes back at you.
But this
Fox is suffering too. It's more about the decentralization of media and just the fact that the landscape is changing.
Fox had one.
Also a little just weird, a little bit too. They're kind of on some aspects.
Yeah, they're very like stodgy corporate, But they had 1 point. Here's the important thing to understand. Fox had 1.725 million total viewers. 175,000 were in the key demo, 25 to 54. I'm just gonna let you guys in on something, okay? About 80% of our viewers are key demo. And this show does about 600, 700K per night. We're in the political off season too. When we start getting into the midterms and the cycle and all that stuff, Fox, CNN, MS Now, they're going to see a spike in viewership, as will we. But I was shocked to see that we're actually doing substantially better than all these networks. It kind of freaked me out. That's because we're not big relative to the size of what media used to be. I mean, 10 years ago, CNN was getting legit 3 million in the key demo. Now they're getting 85,000. I think people don't realize how much our culture has fractured into a million pieces.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a symptom of having the internet in your pocket. You know, you can have whatever your, outlet of choice is fed directly to you, and that's where you get your news. And that's actually a problem Apple's running into now. Apple might end up with some issues with the FCC because all of the Apple News stuff is all from the left wing or far left. And I saw Brendan Carr, the FCC chairman, he was tweeting about it. So,
That's weird. It's funny too because Tim Cook has visited Trump, and I was trying to explain to people, it's like there's a reason why all of these CEOs went to meet him. They all want to kiss the ring anyways, even if they don't agree with him, even if they're actually creating content that runs counter to his programming, to what Trump wants them to know or wants them to put out. They're still going to go and try and talk to him.
And to be fair, look, Tim Cook runs the whole show, and he's at the end of the day, the buck's going to stop with him. But he might not even be aware that the news division does that, or he might be like, yeah, okay, these are all fine, and it might not even register with him that there's no right wing perspectives going on. So, like I said, now the buck stops with him. I'm not making excuses for him, but it does show it's completely within the realm of possibility that he isn't aware, and he needs to buckle down on the news outlet.
It will be interesting to see what happens with CNN given the merger or the purchase of Warner Brothers from Netflix, which is still at the moment going forward, but it's not, obviously they're not buying the television stations, they're buying the streaming service and the studio. So they're going to split off Discovery, and that's going to be its own thing. And we'll have to see what happens there.
Yeah.
The news is dying there.
I mean, yeah, I don't see any light at the end of the tunnel for CNN. I think that they're likely going to be, this is going to continue because they built a brand on just not just hating Donald Trump, which obviously they do, but they hate conservatives. They hate, middle America. And nowadays, red America is the working class. It's the average, the average Joe. The left has really taken the extremely wealthy and the people that are on some kind of government assistance and made a coalition out of that.
We got 19 million on the YouTube channel for CNN, and videos do like between 46 and 190,000. On the last two videos, one 3 hours ago, 46,000, one from 13 hours ago, 190,000. There's one down there under that, 7,000.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely not
David
good.
Pakman had a video where he accused Trump of pooping his pants. It got 2 million.
Yeah, well.
This is why we're doomed to retardation.
Yeah.
And then, as it turns out, so I don't know if you guys saw the video I did earlier about David. He made this video where literally nothing happened. So at some point, liberals just decided to claim that Trump crapped his pants.
Okay.
There's no reason to believe he did. There's no fart sound. There's no, literally nothing happened. Someone just said it. And then there's the sound of what appears like Trump going like that on the desk. And they're like, that was a fart.
God.
And it's like, okay. And then like two or 3 minutes later, they go, okay, everybody, time to go. And they're like, that proves it. So David Benton makes a video saying like press rushed out after Trump poops his pants. It gets 2 million views. In that video, David clenches up and goes, and you can hear a weird kind of noise. And so I gave him the same treatment he gave Trump. And I'm like, if you're going to tense up on camera and then make a weird noise, I'm going to accuse you of pooping your pants too. I mean, like the point is, we are swimming in a sea of psychosis and garbage. And I've been talking about how AI is the apocalypse for some time, and I don't think people really understand. They don't believe it. They tell me I'm wrong. There are AI videos on YouTube with hundreds of thousands of views. Okay, understand what that means. It means shows like this can't compete. That's it. It's over. Guys, we're done. It's going to happen. It's coming. Thank you and have a nice day.
I'm actually AI on our show. I don't even go into the office anymore. I just put it in front of the screen.
It is really, someone, I think Andrew Tate might have made this point. If you are not using AI, I think this point like a year ago, if you're not using AI for your media business, you've already lost.
Yeah.
And so the truth is, even for us, we do fairly well. It's like kind of crazy when we look at cable news ratings and we do double or triple their numbers in the key demo. But the reason why it's shocking is because we're relatively small to where things used to be. But there's no way for me to compete with 10,000 channels. So I'll tell you guys a secret. It's not really a secret. I just call it that. In 2018 is when my YouTube channel started taking off and making money. It was around the time I launched my channel, Timcast News. So I was doing one 10-minute video every day at 4 p.m. on youtube.com/Timcast. And then I launched a second channel because it's like if that channel gets banned, you'll have a second channel. Even though it's against the rules still, everyone was doing it. And then I had a few stories that were interesting, but I didn't have time to make a longer 4-minute or 4 p.m. segment. So I said, I'll just hit record real quick and then just throw them up. Instantly, they started getting tons of views. So then I started doing 5 videos on that channel per day and 1 on my main channel. And the reason why that channel grew was not because my content was good, partially. It was because I was buying more lottery tickets than anybody else. So a bunch of conservatives were going, man, my videos aren't getting any views anymore. What's happening? See, what happens is if you put up 1 video per day, you're competing with me who's putting up right now today, like I think 20. And so one of the reasons we've been competitive is that on the front page of YouTube, you tend to get 10 to 15 videos at once. People usually aren't going to scroll. They're going to click whatever videos they see. If my thumbnail is better or more interesting and you click mine over everyone else's, YouTube will recommend it more. So consider it this. You have purchased 1 lottery ticket per day and thrown it in the bucket, and I'm buying 20. And then YouTube is grabbing at random 15. Guess what? You aren't in it. So this meant that because I was working substantially more, my videos were more likely to get recommended. And because they were more likely to get recommended, they were more likely to get clicked on. So the algorithm was more likely to promote it over your video. So in the long run, many conservatives saw their video views go down. And then in 2020, my Timcast and Timcast News and Timcast IRL combined was the most viewed, I guess you'd call it moderate to right-leaning channel on YouTube, doing about 180 million views per month. Insane. Massive numbers. We were making crazy amount of money. Today, the challenge is every day there's like 100 new AI channels. Schlop, dropping nonstop. And by that same logic, it means that the 20 or so lottery tickets we're buying are up against 50,000 now produced by these other random people, companies, or even a single guy who just ran a bot. And so what that means is over a long enough period of time, we are dealing with attrition where you are less likely to see our videos. So you are less likely to click on them, and you are less likely to then be recommended, meaning you are less likely to see the videos, meaning we are entering, along with everybody else, exponential down, like death curves. And what I will say for people like David Pakman is that dude, he's got a couple years left. Once Trump is out, you know, Brian Tyler Cohen and David Pakman got nothing to talk about.
You think there's right-wing channels that have that same problem?
Nope.
You don't think so?
Hassan Piker will be okay. He talks about everything.
No, I'm saying right-wing
I know.
channels. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying it's not everybody on the left who's going to go down. It's the people who only ever talk about Trump. We're seeing it with CNN. They dedicated themselves to being the anti-Trump channel. David Pakman's basically stolen all their viewers, but that's not going to last once Trump's out of office. Unless Trump declares himself emperor. And, you know, to be honest, yeah, okay, just do it already. I'm so over all of this, right? Like the SAVE Act gets passed and they're like, women can't vote. And I'm like, oh, you know what? Fine. You're right. Women can't vote. Okay. Emperor Trump, just come. I'm out of here. I'm going to go buy Taco Bell and just put my feet up and watch the chickens.
I mean, I do think that when Donald Trump leaves, like there's going to be a significant fall off. Donald Trump just rubs people the wrong way. They're going to try to turn whoever is the nominee for the Republicans into the same thing. Yeah, I don't think it'll work because people already decided that when the left is calling you Nazi and calling you all these names, that's just their MO. They were doing it to Mitt Romney. In fact, the fact that they were doing it to Mitt Romney was part of why you got Donald Trump. Yeah. Because they were like, look, the Republicans continue to put forth the most milquetoast, the most, appeasing, the most nice guy they could come up with, trying to placate all the vitriol that was thrown at them by the left. And when you got to Mitt Romney, the ultimate Boy Scout, right, like the guy that was likely the cleanest guy in D.C. and the nicest, most amicable person they could come up with on the right, like, and they still called him all that stuff. So the right was just like, you know what, screw it. Give me the guy that says grab him by the pee. You know, they were like, I don't care. They're like, if this guy will punch back, the what?
Pooter.
Yeah, there you go. They were like, if this guy will punch back, then fine, because the right has gotten to the point where the left had just thrown so much vitriol and so much BS and consistently just insulted. They were like, well, we don't care because you're going to do this anyway. So why not give the guy that'll at least fight back, you know? And so they're going to try it with whoever comes next because that's their MO. That's all they've got, you know?
Yeah. Right now, one of the things that we're facing in this country, which is a bit demoralizing, is the redistricting stuff. I'm sure you've probably seen this.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of swing districts. So, I mean, like, you're running in a primary against a Republican.
Right. So whoever wins that will win
Right.
the Democrat. I mean, I guess there's more people that left California and New York and went to Texas. So I guess the redistricting makes sense because there's more Republicans now.
Right.
So that can make sense.
But the Republicans lost this fight.
Yeah.
You know, Indiana was like, we're not going to do it because we cut a deal with Maryland. And Maryland was like, we're going to do it anyway. And now Virginia is planning on doing it. Maryland wants to get rid of their last Republican. Virginia's going to get rid of all but one. And then the midterm election is not going to be an actual election. It's just going to be which state has control. And the Republicans are losing this battle. So
I see. So the swing states not going to be swing states anymore.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's going to be if there's a slight majority in one direction, they will dominate the whole state and ice out the voices of any opposition. So I'm kind of just like, at this point, we are off the precipice. The roller coaster is dropped. What comes next is fairly obvious.
Yeah.
I'll just put it like this. Obvious in the sense that I don't know what form it takes, but there's clearly no elections anymore. If all the districts are either going to be blue or red with no chance of representation, Massachusetts being a great example, 40% Republicans, 0 representatives, then either we just lay down and let the machine take over or people start fighting.
Well, the Republicans have to actually start exercising power. And it's frustrating to see that they are, again, it's Lucy with the football. The Republicans are like, okay, we're actually going to play fair and we're going to stop doing this stuff. Oh yeah, totally. We're going to. And then as soon as they go up to kick the ball, Lucy moves the ball and they get clowned on again. It's going to continue happening. The left has a very easy to understand playbook, and the right just refuses to read rules for radicals. They refuse to read the playbook that the Democrats use. They refuse to exercise power. The fact that they still have the filibuster, knowing full well that the Democrats are going to get in there, they're going to end the filibuster. They're going to try to expand the court. They're going to do everything they can to ensure that they can undo the things that Donald Trump has done. Any legislation passed, they're going to try and undo. And every Republican, every conservative, everyone on the right should be fully aware of that fact. And they still don't exercise power the way that they need to. And their constituents, they're going to lose seats in the House. They're going to lose their constituents. The constituents are going to be like, we don't want to vote for you. People are going to stay home. And it's their own damn fault.
And they're already demoralized.
Yeah.
That's why my slogan is "Make America grow some balls again."
There you go.
What do you think about that? I was going to say cojones, but I don't know if that works in Texas.
It's good. Where'd the balls go?
Yes.
No, but, well, I guess they got surgically removed.
They're all becoming trans.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
It's a risk taking that slogan.
You're an edgy guy. You offend a lot of people. What happened to this country? We grew up on George Carlin and South Park and The Simpsons and Family Guy, and now everybody's a bunch of whiny babies.
Well, that's why I'm running for Congress, because I see that, algorithms, celebrity, media, big tech with the San Francisco staff, they're all infiltrating the children. They're not going after the nursing homes. They're going after the children. So they're creating an army. So when Trump leaves, like he was saying, they can then once they get the institutions, they can use that army to censor everybody, cancel people, and put them in jail, whatever. Because that's kind of like the MO of the left. Censor, cancel, ban, and torture death. So that's why I say to the people who are they're not standing up to grow some balls again. Even hockey players. They made them wear the flag, the LGBT flag, and they all wore it. What does homosexuality have to do with hockey and getting kids? And none of the athletes are standing up. So I'm like, wait a minute, why am this? Obviously, you're standing up, but the good people are not standing up because they're in fear of being canceled. So we need to get rid of the cancel culture and undo what's going on with these kids. Put a Ring camera. We got Ring cameras every home, right? Put a Ring camera in the house. Sorry, not a house, in the schools. In the schools.
Yep.
To that point, that was one of the silver linings of COVID is people saw what their kids were learning in school. They saw, the kids were taking classes at home and they saw what the teachers were teaching and they were like, wait a minute, hold on a second. What is this stuff? There was a lot of parents that got really upset about that stuff, rightfully so. And so as much as, I don't want to say that COVID was a good thing, it was horrible for the government to do the things they did. And there's all kinds of negatives, but there were a couple silver linings and that was one of them.
Well, the slogan, of course, MAGSBA.
Yeah.
MAGSBA. Make America grow some balls again.
MAGSBA. I like that.
MAGSBA. You should make MAGSBA.
You hear it right now from the guy who brought you pool water with the ShamWow coaster.
If you poured that pool water.
If you buy a pool water, we'll give you a free mini ShamWow.
Well, I don't know who's doing that.
Can we do that? Just to leave it here if it spills.
I would like to do that. We could try and figure out how to do that.
Yeah, we can make it round.
So election day is on the 17th or on the 3rd.
Yeah, but I have to remind people, ShamWow is Shlomi now. Shlomi is ShamWow because my nickname's not on the ballot anymore. Someone took it out. It's like the dirty. It's like the swamp. They don't want the clean water to come in anymore.
Are you going door to door and doing that kind of stuff?
You know what? I am personally going to door to door with my street team, and I'm putting this little mini ShamWow with the flyer, putting it by the door.
Free ShamWow?
Yeah, free mini. It's a mini one. It's a small for the kitchen.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost much, but so it saves money on people's house. So hopefully
probably-
they'll be using it and remembering my name.
There you go.
And I still look pretty good after a few years. Yeah.
Your slogan should probably be like, I will clean up this town, you know?
Yeah, clean up this. Yeah, I'm cleaning up. But I just, like I said, when they pulled my nickname, it's like, not only am I cleaning the swamp, I've got to clean the house. Like, it's coming from the, from the rafters.
Yep.
Well, there's a great opportunity for doing a pitch where you like put a ShamWow in a swamp.
I like that.
Soak it all up.
I see he's making a commercial for me. I like it.
You know-
Make a commercial for him. He's going to make a commercial for me.
Here's my vision is that you walk up to a swamp and then you just throw a ShamWow in it and it soaks all the water up and then all of the neocons and woke are being exposed going,
Yeah, like little germs.
like little germs.
Like you said, the AI could probably do it like in an hour. We
Actually
can have
funny.
one right now.
I'm gonna see if I can actually do that.
Oh my God. This is amazing.
Yeah, I can definitely do it right away.
Really? We can put it out right now.
5 minutes.
We'll say ShamWow Shlomi. I'm gonna have you as my campaign manager, Tim. You got a job, babe.
Oh yeah. Well, I already have a job.
Okay. If you
Like 5
can't
jobs.
afford it.
ShamWow
We could do a
guy.
trade. I'll do a commercial for you. You do a.
Into a swamp and exposes.
So you think do you think pulling the nickname off the ballot was on purpose?
Yes, especially it's already been approved by the Secretary of State. It was notarized. And
Yeah.
like, I went ahead and spent money on
It
commercials.
was the NRCC you said that did?
the National Republican Congress. And then and what I found out is that they're run by the incumbents. So they use it to fight the small guy.
right.
Yeah.
So that's
That's
like,
what
wow,
it's
it's
for.
so corrupt.
Yeah.
And then when you get in office, they make you give them money. Matt Gaetz was telling us about it.
Yeah.
That they were like, if you want any committee assignments, you got to write us a check right now.
Oh, you're right.
And based on your district, it's a different number. Oh. So he said that he was like, what can I get for $500,000? Like, you can have any assignment you want. He's like, okay. Wow. So he wrote him a check, and then they put him on, I think, what do you got, like Armed Services Committee or something?
Yep.
I know I have to clean up the swamp, but I got to clean up my own house now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
House, literally the House of Representatives. Come on,
Sincerely.
let's not do that. It's not that. So that's what I'm going to do. In some ways, it's good because you know where the zombies are. Like even when Trump lost the 2020 election, I kind of liked it because then you saw where the FBI was corrupt, you saw the media was corrupt, you saw where all the bad guys are. So now when he comes in now, he knows where to take them out now. See, I like that. In some ways, it's kind of good. Like, oh, okay. So you guys are corrupted Secretary of State, you're corrupted Texas GOP, and you're corrupted NRCC. Okay, good. So then I'll know what to do.
It's worth pointing out that
Yeah.
the silver linings again, and as much as people were upset that Donald Trump won or Donald Trump lost in 2022, if he didn't, he wouldn't have had such insight when he came back. And again, as much as people are unhappy with how much he's got done now because they were expecting. There's a lot of people, I think, that were expecting Donald Trump to come in and just be a dictator and say, this is happening, this is happening. The president never had the power to do the things that they were hoping for, but they were still hoping for it. So even though they're upset, he's still done a whole lot of good things. And he's done a lot of things that people really did want, but the big things that they were hoping for, he hasn't been able to do. So there's a lot of people that are still like, well, he hasn't done this and hasn't done that. And
I have a question. Let's jump to this story. Yeah. I admittedly know very little about, and despite the fact the story is deeply unsettling and tragic, I don't care.
Yeah.
Savannah Guthrie's missing mom live updates, chilling new ransom note has warning for Nancy Guthrie's family. This is crushing the news cycle for women. Mm-hmm. Guys don't care.
No.
Yeah.
And so the actual story is why?
Why don't guys care?
No, yes. I mean, like my take on this right now is
Same thing as true crime. Women like true crime.
They love crime. That's true. Women.
But but the question is why? And I actually think I have an idea because it's incomplete nothing. So true crime stories like the Nancy Guthrie thing. And again, I mean, with all the respect to their family, I hope everyone's okay. I hope they figure this one out. It's very serious and tragic. But I feel like you give me an article, you give me a sentence, and I know where we're at with it. Women tend to like these stories where nothing happens. Where it's like a criminal. I'm like, ooh, what about him? It's like, he was there.
But it leads to speculation, right? Like this is the story that made me check out recently when they're like, it doesn't look like her hand looks AI. It looks like there's 6 fingers there. She was clearly just holding her sister's hand. I'm like, I can't anymore, dude. I can't. I'm out of it. Like I'm out of this type of stuff. I can't read this type of conspiracy stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Women
I
love
mean-
mystery. I don't know. I like more action. But
I mean-
what is the mystery? Yeah.
Women like shows where nothing gets resolved.
Yeah.
Like Lost.
Never resolved.
Yeah.
Never thought of it that way. Yeah.
I mean, both genders loved Lost.
Yeah, but I feel like more women.
I mean, I don't have the numbers on that, but I would say it was probably pretty split.
Like guys watch news where things are definitive. Like when we make videos and we're like tracking metrics, we have to assert something. Questions don't work. Mystery doesn't work. The Nancy Guthrie story has resolved nothing.
So you're saying that J.J. Abrams' whole thing is all for women for the mystery box? It's just
Absolutely. I mean, you look at his movies too. Yeah.
Now I'm curious. I want to look at like what the gender demographics were for Lost.
Let's make a mystery movie for women. There you go. And it never ends. Like you
Well,
said.
so I mean,
part 1, part 2.
I'm gonna say this too, and it's gonna sound disrespectful, I guess. But as we're getting ready for the show, we have Fox News on, and Laura Ingram's show came on, and it felt like it was painful for her to cover the Guthrie story.
Oh.
Because she was talking like this,
Oh.
and I was like, "Wow, you must have nothing to say about this," and I don't either.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the New York Post, and you can see this 10 times the viewership reading a story with nothing. Chilling new ransom note. There's nothing there. There's literally no news.
So I don't know about it myself.
Right. I don't know.
It says
I feel like I'm just gonna like Brett. You're supposed to know about it.
no. This is news.
No, it's not. It's Savannah Guthrie. What are you talking about?
It's news. It's a crime.
What? But she's on TV. You know.
He is adding stuff to my job description that has nothing to do with what I do. We spoke about James Vanderbeek's $1 million GoFundMe today.
Oh man, that was a bummer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was sad. He was what was it? 48.
He was 48.
Man.
Yeah.
Why is that not bigger news?
I mean, it was a pretty big story. I mean, mostly it's because people in the space now, it's been kind of, they've used it to kind of shift the discussion, because this is an actor where like, they're like, what was his net worth? 3, maybe 4 million. There was like a couple of different estimates. How does this guy, how does even a rich celebrity in America still have to have a GoFundMe started for him after he dies to take care of his family? And this was a dude with 6 kids, been married since I believe 2010, believed in God. For all intents and purposes, he's kind of one of the examples I would give to conservatives to be like, look, not every actor is like a baby's blood drinking demon like everybody wants to paint them all out to be. But still, now they're turning it into a discussion about universal health care, because how does this guy die broke because he got cancer in 2023?
Man, that's crazy.
I have the same issue with the Savannah Guthrie one. It's all speculation at this point. It's like, I just don't care. Like, people, once it started becoming like they're using it as a distraction for the Epstein files, I'm like, bro, I'm out of here. I can't do this right now.
I want to go back in time to 2008 when I was sitting there on YouTube,
Financial crisis.
and a man pulled out a small device to chop up his nuts.
Oh. It's all about the nuts.
Yeah, I didn't know this, but I thought you were like a hired spokesperson for these products, but you actually own them.
Yeah. Billy Mays was a little jealous of me because he was the hired spokesperson.
Yeah, he was
Billy
smack talking you, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was just mad because I just came in and just like took over. 'Cause I owned the product, and he never, like OxyClean, he never owned it. So he when they sold it to a big company, he never got
Unilever or
information.
something.
Huh?
Unilever,
Like everything is owned by Unilever now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
or
those
Procter and
companies.
Gamble.
Oh, Procter and Gamble, that's it.
they own it.
So he was a little jealous, but that's okay.
Is that why he was ragging on you?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know why, but also, I write my own scripts, and
You were better than he was.
But I was throwing humor because I was thinking people are going to sleep at 2 a.m. We got to wake them up. They got to pick up the phone. Who wants to pick up the phone at 2 a.m? So I just thought. Some of the jokes, I mean, you can let me know. It's just a generic joke. But in retrospect, during that time, no one was doing that kind of humor.
How did you come to own these products?
Well, I was selling the chamois. Actually, there was a Swedish guy in LA that looked just like me, and a lot of girls liked him. And some girls used to come up to me, like, "Are you the Swedish guy?" And I'm like, yeah, sure. And anyway, we finally met. I told him the story. Then he hired me, and he was selling stuff at the swap meet, and he was selling the chamois. So anyway, I was selling chamois before. I became the ShamWow guy. So I never brought it to TV. I did a movie called Underground Comedy Movie. It had Slash was in it from Guns N' Roses. He was the Miss America bag lady pageant. We had like supermodels taking a dump. So it was like really raunchy humor, and all the critics hated it. So I didn't make my money back. So I put that on Comedy Central as an 800 number, and that sold millions of units.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
On Comedy Central. But then I could only put it on Comedy Central from 11 p.m. to 2. And then I thought, well, why don't I do something where I can put it on every channel? I said, well, I used to sell ShamWows with that Swedish guy, so why don't I call it ShamWow? And then that's when I made money on every channel.
Yeah.
And that's how I got into the ShamWow. From the movie, I got criticized for being the worst movie ever made.
That's a crazy chain of
That's important though. Like if it's the worst movie ever made, that's still a good thing because it's the top of something by being the bottom of something.
Right, but the critics knew if they said that, people would go see the Midnight Special. They said, also not as funny, not a molecule of humor. Because we also had like a very raunchy material, like Dick Man Fights Lesbians, the gay virgin, like things you'll never see, a gay virgin. The big black guy from the Green Mile was in it. He was a gay virgin, So I made fun a lot that woke mentality.
Wait, Michael Clark Duncan was actually in the movie?
I should say, no one knows where that movie is. I don't know. I have a DVD out, so you have to buy a DVD player.
I was like, I don't have a DVD player.
I know. I'll send you a DVD player with it. In fact, that's how I got Slash in it. I met him at a party. He said, I'll send you a VHS of a trailer that we kind of did, and it's going to be Miss America Bag Lady. I want you in. Well, I can't watch it. So I sent him a TV with a VHS to his hotel. And he watched it, and he said, I'll be in it. So
That's great.
I shot the Miss America Bag Lady. I shot the Bag Ladies, but I didn't have a host, so then I put him in a host after. I think you'll like this movie.
How did the slap chop happen?
The slap chop happened again. I was selling slap chops in 1990 at those little kiosk carts. It wasn't called slap chop. It was chop chop.
And then you made your own version of it.
Yeah, so I was selling. So I got into doing demonstration products, from the Swedish guy who got me into the business. Then I did my own, and kiosks were at the time they were just starting out in the malls. Those little. Yeah, and they were just selling jewelry. No one was doing any demonstration. So I got the Thigh Master that was on TV, and I put it on in the kiosk, and everybody was just buying it like hotcakes until it went to the retail stores, and no one bought it. But so that's how I got into then selling choppers. Just choppers,
chops.
And I was training other people, so I got good. When you train other people, you get good yourself. So I was getting better at it, and then I just started selling it, and that's how I started. And then after the movie, again, after I sold a lot of sham, I said, why don't you just do the next product and make it a little more jokes, threw some more jokes in it,
And then it turned into a song that got like 20 million.
Yeah, tacos. And what's his name? Snoop Dogg took the line, bikini, martini, linguine, fettuccine, or whatever I said.
Oh, right.
Lamborghini. I forgot and he put that in that song with Katy Perry's California. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, he put that line in. He didn't acknowledge me.
I was
That's okay.
sold. I went and bought one.
I should have brought you one.
I was so excited.
I'll be sending you guys some for sure.
I'm pretty sure I have two.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
Probably.
That's why I can afford to come here, because you bought some slap chops.
Because, you put a celery, some carrots in there, an onion, you chop it, you got a salad.
No, that's true. I have another one called Crank Chop. That's even better, but it doesn't sell as well. I don't know. It's all about branding,
Yeah.
But you know what I'm going to sell next? Pool water.
There you go.
You swim in the pool. Why don't you just drink it? Why not save some water? And it's made out of glass. No plastics. Well, we're going to come up with a script for you on Wednesday. I'll send it to you. It's going to be really good.
All right.
I need time to develop. I got to warm up to the product. I got to drink more pool water.
What is the key to making a great
Surprise, right? Like when you saw the commercial for the Congress with the fetus going, vote for ShamWow, right?
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Oh, you didn't see that? I thought you posted it. You posted it, I thought.
Did I? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Duh.
But anyway, so that's a surprise a little bit. Yeah. So keep the surprise, keep the humor, and then of course get some good points across. I thought I did some good points, right? Because the guy Carter, he was mumbling and see, Trump thinks he's in good shape, so he endorsed him, but he's really in bad shape, like really bad.
Should we play your commercial?
Yes.
All right, let's get it.
Okay.
We had this. I think this is your commercial, right?
Yeah.
Running for Congress. Hey, it's Vince. I'm running for Congress against this guy. Stop having a politician that's worse than Biden.
That's discretionary funding.
Instead, vote for me, a guy who's not half dead. I'm gonna soak up the swamp, clean the house, and pick up those liberal tears at the same time. I'm gonna slap chop the nuts out of the woke, making less blue-haired commies and more red-blooded Americans. Vote for me so I can represent you and the ones that can't stand up for themselves.
Vote for ShamWow!
Paid for by Offer Vid ShamWow Shlomi for Congress.
Hey, it's Vince.
That's
I got to
great.
change the product because of the corruption in the Republican Party. There's corruption there. I never thought. I'm surprised myself. But like I said, it's good that I know.
Did something happen to you where you got hit in the head that made you decide to run for Congress? Because I don't understand how anybody would want to be in that building.
It's weird. It's like I think because of Charlie Kirk. After
really?
He died, and I put the Woke Buster. I did a skit called Woke Buster. It's like a parody on Ghostbusters, and some of the platforms weren't showing it because the algorithms don't like me making fun of trans. So they weren't showing. I'm like, oh, this is like persecution. This is like discrimination. It's like a black guy in the back of the bus in the 40s. Like, you're not showing my content but here's why. Well, it's because your content's no good. Well, I'm doing 4 million views on one platform and only 40,000 views on another. So obviously there's some kind of
it's all rigged,
oppression.
bro.
It's rigged.
Yeah.
So so I'm people know me everywhere. I don't have a lot of followers. I'm an anomaly in that sense because I never captured my followers. I was an idiot, whatever, base, whatever. So I thought, well, why don't I run for Congress and fix it there? Because this is discrimination. It's illegal. So I mean, I don't know what your followers, but let's say you have a great show and you should get 10 million followers, but instead they only give you 1 million followers, whatever platform you do. I mean, I'm sure you have many platforms, but some platforms are corrupt because, look, let's face it, they're all from San Francisco. They're not going to like some of your platforms, some of these. But some platforms are good, though. Some platforms are good. I'll admit that.
People need to understand that when the Democrats win the midterms is when woke is going to strike back tenfold.
Yep.
Right. Because Silicon Valley is going to be like, okay, we're off the target list.
Right.
Right now, their fear is Trump's in the executive and he's got Congress, even though it's weak.
Right.
The moment you get a Democrat Congress, Silicon Valley is going to be like, ban them all again.
They're going to wait for Trump to leave. They're prepping these kids through the algorithms, through videos, and they're prepping them through schools, activist teachers, and of course porn, which I don't think should be on X. XXX should not be on
I
X.
agree.
Because I think, first of all, I don't watch porn. I haven't watched porn for 4 or 5 years, but I just saw one like a few months ago. Somebody told me to look at something, and I couldn't get it out of my head for the whole day. It was just like, it's a visual drug, and it's bad for kids. I mean, let them watch porn after 16 or something. But, the kids should just be doing academics, having fun, enjoying their environment and stuff like that. So I think it's not free speech. Porn is not free speech. It's sex, and sex is beautiful, but let's keep it away from kids till later, So that's But I think when the Democrats know if you can control their body, you can control their mind. And that's what they're doing. They're prepping it for when Trump leaves, I think. That's my belief. So that's why I want to go to Congress. That's why I have an inspiration, motivation, whatever.
When is that election?
February 17th is the early voting, like on Tuesday, and then the election is March 3rd. I just hope people know Shlomi. That's the main thing.
So if you're in Texas,
yeah, and I'm probably going to sue I already talked to my lawyer. We're suing the Secretary of State and GOP because they pulled it without telling me. At least if you tell me, I can change things. I can change.
Wait, they didn't give you like any notice at all?
No, they didn't do it. I had to go back to the website in late January. Like, where's my ShamWow nickname? It was on, yeah. So that's. ShamWow Shlomi. Maybe I looked.
ShamWow Shlomi.
Yeah, ShamWow. Well, it's not even ShamWow now. It's just Shlomi. I have to change that. So I got my 9 bills there.
What's your X account?
My X is realshamwowguy.com.
Everybody's real after Trump did it.
Well, I can't even get I can't get ShamWow Guy or ShamWow on X. Probably somebody. I was late on the whole social media platform.
You could probably get it. There's like a way. Didn't they introduce a way to claim?
I think you can, aren't there like third-party places that can help you broker a deal between you and somebody if you want to get their
guys? I know Tim Pool, so if you can please get me that ShamWow.
Well, you probably can't. I don't know that you want to show this during the show, but in the after show, you should show his pinned tweet. The commercial that he's got is brilliant.
Which one?
We'll save it for the uncensored.
I think it's the Woke Busters one.
Oh, the Woke Buster. Yeah. And
I had an idea for a skit.
That's
based on what you said.
That's what motivated me. Yeah, I like your ideas, and I want to work with you on your water.
That'd be fun. When you mentioned
Woke
Busters, I came up with a really good idea that I can't say on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is only on YouTube, or?
Well, we're on YouTube and Rumble right now.
Oh, okay.
But then at 10 o'clock, we go just to the uncensored portion on Rumble.
But then you do other platforms like Instagram and everything like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
like an old guy. I think I look pretty good for my age, right? 62.
I didn't think you were that old. I thought you were like.
People say I do drugs. How do I look? Do I look like I do drugs at 60? Do you know anybody of 62? I do coffee though, obviously.
I thought you were a lot younger than that. I was actually surprised to find. I was like, wait, well, you were 40 when you were doing that?
Will you marry me?
Chat?
The only people that make it past 62 that do a lot of drugs is like Keith Richards.
Oh, right.
He's the only one, and that's
Well,
just the drug.
How old was
How old was
Rockstar? I
Ozzy?
would do it.
What? Ozzy was 70, but he stopped doing drugs before.
Ah.
He stopped doing drugs like in his.
Well, doesn't it like depend on like what kind of drug? Because some of those drugs keep you alive.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about like recreational party drugs. That's what I'm thinking of. Like,
He
dudes aren't blowing lines and drinking booze in their 60s. You don't make it to 60 if you're blowing lines and drinking booze.
Really? I don't know about that.
It's tough.
It makes it harder to do.
It makes it real.
Have you ever
tough.
seen an old, tall guy?
How tall is tall?
I mean,
There was a
Trump's
post on
old.
X
6'5"?
where a guy was like, he was talking to his doctor about taking care of his heart as he's getting older, and his doctor was like, "You shouldn't worry about it. You're not going to be old anyway," because he was like 6'7", and he was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Have you ever seen an old, tall man?"
That's true.
And he was like, "Oh,
And now they're gaslighting you about the body positivity stuff on the
What do you-
internet.
what do you mean?
They're like Richard Hanania was like, yeah, no institutions told you that being fat was okay.
Richard-
Like they were all telling you that actually you should lose weight, which is obviously not true.
yeah, Richard Hanani is. He just makes.
Now I want to be
But we
smaller.
are in, that is what's going on right now, right? The far left is pretending that anything that happened between 2020 and 2024 just suddenly didn't happen, even though we all know that it did.
Yeah,
here you go." The Association for Size, Diversity, and Health.
That's so no. There we found like I did a video on this. It's coming out tomorrow. I mean, there's more than that. There's stuff from Veterans Affairs and actual institutions. This is just activist bullshit here.
Yeah.
But like these
Remember the Beachbody Ready one?
yes. But let me think. These groups worked in conjunction with like the AMA and and Department of Veterans Affairs and stuff like this. This was pushed everywhere.
I think if you have a clean heart, you're going to live a long time. But yeah, there is obviously a body.
well, I mean, Donald Trump is 6'3" and
Right.
he's 80. So
Yeah.
there are people that make.
He
it.
also never took drugs.
no, but he
drank.
took a lot of McDonald's.
Yeah.
And Coca-Cola.
I think that's a little bit. I mean, I don't think a lot. But
Diet Coke.
Is it a lot? I don't know. I never.
He likes to eat stuff.
Oh.
Like he likes to eat. If he's not eating at the White House, when he's on the road, he likes to eat like McDonald's and stuff, and he doesn't want anyone to know who's ordering it, so that way they don't spit in it or they don't mess with it.
Yeah, or worse.
He's like,
I
if you
love that
just
he
go and
eats
get
that
it-
because it's against like the the elitists.
Yeah.
Because it's like
Well, it's like when they had
I
the
just love
football
it.
team at the White House and like the cook was out or something like that. So he
had a
got
big
like
old spread of
Yeah.
McDonald's. It was great.
Yeah.
You know what this is? Honestly, like the health at every size thing, it's just women.
Yeah.
Like women, it's all women. So you'll notice, I love this, like watching the Whatever podcast.
Oh yeah, I love
And
that
he
guy.
just intentionally antagonizes the woman, and it's funny.
yeah.
Ryan, he's like, "So how would you rate yourself?" And they're all like, "I'm a 10."
I see now. Yeah.
And it's like, and then he's just laughing at him.
Oh my God.
Because like, no, you're not. But the funny thing is, what you find with his show is that there'll be a lot of ugly fat women being like, "I'm perfect, but men must be better," and that's where the health at every size comes from. Unhealthy women who feel justified being exactly as they are and they don't need to do anything. And you know what the reality is for a lot of these fat women is they can probably get laid no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're just like,
it's men's fault.
Yes.
Like it really is guys' fault for doing that.
but you know
No
what it is?
simping.
Yes, but it's low testosterone based on our culture, the foods, the plastics, the lack of exercise and sunlight, improper
The
sleep.
videos all day.
Yeah, dudes used to be chopped, just hopped up on testosterone nonstop. So they were all just punching each other and rolling around in mud and fighting wars. Now guys are locking themselves in their bedrooms and playing video games, desperate for human touch. So it's like a disgusting woman says, "I'm healthy," and he's like, "I will do anything for you."
I mean, but like also for women, it's the type of thing when we talk about superheroes, like the difference between how men view superheroes and women. Like men see a jack dude playing Superman, they're like, "Oh, I want to be that dude." And women see female superheroes and they're like, "She should look more like me. I shouldn't have to look more like her."
Yeah, which is
So like superhero women are all just super fat.
Well, no. The thing is now they've kind of found a middle ground. They don't have the like. You're not going to see the Scarlett Johanssons of the age before. It's
Someone needs to just make woke stop because they ruined Star Trek, and that's the only thing that matters.
Are you watching Starfleet Academy?
No. I'm watching Nerdrotic review the episodes for me. I don't watch the show. I just turn
I
on
watched
Nerdrotic.
one review and I was like, I'm so glad I don't like Star Trek because if I did, I would feel there'd be an affront to me. But I know for all my friends who love Star Trek, they're
Yeah, I
just
watched.
offended.
I just been watching The Next Generation again because it's the greatest show ever made.
I'm older. I used to watch the old stuff with the music and everything.
The original
the
series?
The original, yeah.
Yeah, the original series is good, but Next
watch those?
Generation. I've seen it all.
Oh, okay.
I've seen it. I watched the original series once.
Oh, okay.
And I said, I like it.
Oh, okay.
I watched the Next Generation probably 4 or 5 times straight through, and I'm gonna go again.
Oh, okay.
And then as soon as my daughter is able, she's gonna watch every episode with me as well.
nice.
So maybe she's almost 1. So
Wow,
Have you done
congratulations.
Thank you.
Have you done the same with I know you're a fan of Stargate SG-1. Have you done the same?
Oh, man.
Have you watched the other Stargate series?
No.
No.
The Stargate SG-1's incredible. It's very much like the Next Generation. It's very comparable, and they're going to be doing another show on Amazon, and we're all very worried.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping they bring back Corin Nemec. That'd be fantastic because they got to get some OGs.
He was at the castle back when we were there.
That's right.
I remember that.
And he did a bit when he did Cast Castle that was absolutely amazing. So the bit that we did with him was the Cast Castle was like a satirical version of our show as we're doing pre-production, and we're having him come on IRL. Ian is convinced that Stargate was real and it was a documentary and they were covering it up. And
You could actually believe that. We don't know necessarily
know.
that he doesn't.
so that was the gag. And then Corin keeps saying stop, I am not a Stargate. It was a TV show. And then finally at the end, he walks outside and he goes, it's all good. He's like, I convinced him it was fake. And then the portal opens up in front of him. Then he walks through it. The Stargate opens.
You never can tell what Ian actually does and doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Keep him
Well,
guessing.
Ian will say things like, I'm only pretending to be retarded. And then we're like, okay, Ian.
Yeah, it's like, really? Are you?
Yeah, should we talk about news, I guess?
Why not?
All right, here we go. We got this from TMZ. Cardi B says, ICE out of my concerts. They originally titled this that she jokingly threatens ICE. She's pulling no punches when it comes to ICE, telling her fans they'd better be ready to throw down if agents pop up at her shows. She didn't mince words Wednesday, opening her Little Miss Drama tour with La Cucaracha. I like that song. Nice. Moments later, she fired off, B, if ICE comes in here, we gun jump day A, drawing booming cheers from the crowd. She kept it going, joking, I got some bear mace in the back. They ain't taking my fans, B, before launching into her hit song, I Like It. So, was she friends with Nicki Minaj?
I think they actually have beef.
Yeah.
Well, I know now.
Oh, okay.
No,
I'm asking because Nicki Minaj is hanging out with Trump, and Cardi B is like the opposite.
This is the worst stuff too, because let's face it, she would absolutely let her fans try and start a fight with law enforcement, and she would be nowhere near that fight if it actually happened.
Everybody goes to jail. They all get wrapped up, and then
She's like, "What are you talking about?" I was just trying to get everybody hyped.
I didn't say nothing, man.
How we go make American rappers more wholesome again? Can we start that new trend?
Everybody's got to be like Will Smith, right?
No,
No swearing.
No.
in your raps.
I mean, no, at least be dressed nice or something, because you're promoting to other girls.
Yeah, I mean, look,
you want girls to
if
be a little bit nice.
if you're saying everyone should be more like 50 Cent, then yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
50
What
Cent-
petty, awesome, petty and awesome.
Petty and awesome, yeah.
Can you stop talking about your genitals or just a little bit, okay? But it's just like
This is what all
Make
of
the culture
the
a little bit more
musicians
better.
are doing now, though, because what was it? I saw Doja Cat did the same thing. Days after telling other celebrities to stop talking about, stop being so unmysterious and sharing so much of your personal life. She said, F ICE at a live concert. My favorite part is they do it overseas in places with stricter immigration policies than the U.S.
It's so
I
frustrating.
think they're just placating where the dollars are coming from, because it's like, it's all these celebrities. They make $20 million a movie, and then they get another $20 million from China, and then we have to pay $10 for popcorn and $10 for Coke, and then so they don't want to go.
Theater. That's the theater just remaking their investment because they're not making the money that the studios
but it's also
are doing.
going back to the actors, and that's why the actors don't stand up for Trump, because they want to just kiss the ring of the producers, and they want that extra cash. So cash is it's a little bit like the root of all evil, I guess, and that's why they're not standing up for what's right. So yeah, grow some cojones, or in Brooklyn we say, what is it? Grow some coleones.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. I don't have a good Brooklyn accent anymore.
I imagine in Brooklyn now it's probably cojones as well.
Yeah, always cojones. Yeah.
A lot of Spanish speakers.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, this has been something that goes on in with artists or what have you. They've always been left leaning, or at least the majority left leaning. It got really bad from 2013, 14 until, I mean, even still, it's pretty bad. But it really took off in 2013, 14, 15. So this isn't a surprise. It's pretty boilerplate stuff. The fact that, Nicki Minaj came out and said, no, I'm actually against this stuff was the, the go against the grain of position. So as much as it's not shocking.
Right.
It's what you should expect.
I just laugh when the comments are like, how brave they can be standing up for what they believe.
Yeah.
Saying exactly the same thing as literally everybody else in the industry. Oh, the other one was, I think Lady Gaga was talking about ICE in like Italy or something like that. I'm like, they're just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I thought they were the same person for a long time.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, yeah.
I was like,
You saying black people look alike? No, I'm just kidding.
no, just them.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah, they've done songs together, and I kind of feel like this is the what's the right word? I want to say epitome, but kind of the inflection point of civil war.
Nicki Minaj and Cardi B.
That's right.
Pick sides.
I mean, that's
You gotta pick
the
your
actual movie version of this act probably does say something like, because when you get the movie made, it's like something absurd is what finally sets everything off.
But I'm just saying that like Nicki Minaj and Cardi B are fighting to the point where it's very much like the Troubles. Like I brought this up, if you go to Northern Ireland, one side of the wall is pro-Palestine, one side's pro-Israel, and you're like, what does that have to do with Ireland? And that's where I'm at right now. Like Nicki Minaj is hanging out with Trump and conservatives, and I feel like it's just because they hate each other so much, they went opposite ends politically. Yeah, and that's the only reason.
I don't know if Cardi B considers herself a Christian, but Nicki Minaj talks about God a lot and stuff. So I don't know that is reflected in her music.
Yeah.
Specifically, I think that it's still very risque, for lack of a better term. But yeah, it at the very least it makes sense because again, she does consider herself a Christian. She talks about God a lot.
Oh, she was born in Trinidad.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Don't remember her. Oh yeah, part of the reason might
And
be
Tobago.
because her
Both.
her cousin had his balls swelled up. She was talking about this during COVID. He got the shot and his balls swelled up, and that was a big
Wait,
deal.
who did?
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj's cousin.
Remember?
Yeah, was.
Oh yeah, his balls got big.
Yeah.
Remember
they swell
Luke
up.
used
Use
to
the
have
slap chopper,
the
chop it up.
picture? Luke used to have the flag of Nicki Minaj flying outside.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. She's been based for a long time.
Yeah, so it
I
might
shout out
be
Nicki,
it might
all
be
right.
because of it might have got the start in the COVID stuff when she got a bunch of crap for saying that her cousin's balls.
Well, that's one of the things you mentioned. God, I want to bring just a prayer. Doesn't have to be a religion. Just a prayer in schools again, so kids know that there's a God, because that's another thing we need to bring back. So hopefully that'll be one of my policies. It's just a prayer, and if you don't believe in God, just meditate. So for the week. So then that makes kids think maybe to be better to themselves, better to their friends, and they'll be better versions of themselves, just like
She's
Charlie used to say.
She's basically from Venezuela. Yeah,
Minaj,
Trinidad's an island, like literally just separated by 10 miles. Yeah.
I had no idea that they were that close. I thought it was more further out in the Caribbean.
I don't like it when they name things like that. Trinidad and Tobago, St. Kitts and Nevis. Now, you to have one name, Nevis.
Well, I wonder what the history around that is. Well,
I don't know. As long if it's not America, I'm not interested in hearing about it.
You know, the other one that's going on in Hollywood right now is like the pre-sale tickets are really high for Scream 7, and there was supposed to be a boycott for Scream 7 because Melissa Barrera got fired from the movie because of her support for Palestine, and the studio fired her. So you really can't escape politics in Hollywood no matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Slow news day.
Trinidad was
Should be
named.
called Unholywood.
Trinidad was actually named by Columbus in 1498 because he named it La Isla de la Trinidad, the island of the Trinity, in honor of the Holy Trinity.
Do you feel like slow news days are more common than they were before? Or is it like that the some days they're so big and there's so much to talk about that it bleeds over into
fire
the next
hose.
day?
Kind of. I kind of feel like people's brains have turned to jello.
Yeah. I mean, I feel that way sometimes. Like when
I'm telling you, dude, people don't understand the effect AI is having on our brains. And so much, and social media.
social
I think the issue is that the TikTok style Instagram feed. Let me just put it like this way: I predicted this, and I will predict it further. So I warned all of you that the big tech companies were intentionally shifting away from long form content because long form content was resulting in informed populations who were voting against their wishes. And how you destroy that is you make the machine not capable of long form. So what happens now is the short attention span content cycle, if I pull up my phone and I go to Instagram, every single video I get is completely different from the one before or after it. And so what does my psyche then look like? There's no through line.
And
there's no
you
point A to
take
point
in
B.
very little of what you're looking at most of the time. If you're looking at short form content,
And it's mostly just videos of fights at fast food restaurants.
mine's not that.
Like
Mine's,
America's Funniest Videos on
content,
Crack.
though.
Mine's carpentry videos and then like soccer skills games. I don't play soccer or like soccer.
I think the plan has been, and again, we've talked about this years ago, with the emergence of TikTok, why we are banned from TikTok. And that may be remedied now that the platform got sold.
Oh, yeah.
But I believe that we were banned because our show is high-level conversational, philosophical, current news and events.
No, even we got banned. We're none of those things on our channel. We are not high level nor
Pop
philosophical.
Culture Crisis got banned?
On TikTok, yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Because the machine's rigged. The machine is rigged, and they want only certain voices. And so the end result is, look, if you're in control, if you have power and wealth, you don't want people getting power. There was a post on Reddit. They have these subreddits that pop up sometimes, like hypothetical scenarios is one of them. And it said, you wake up one day with the powers of Superman. In exactly 1 year, another person will also be granted the power of Superman. You know who this person is. It happens every year, and there's one way to stop them. Do you do it?
I mean, it's just do you lose the power of Superman?
No, there'll just be 2, then 3, then 4, then 5.
It's supposed to bother me if there's another Superman.
Every comment was, I'd kill them instantly.
Evil.
And they said, it's because I can trust myself with power, but I can't trust you. And I'm like, now you understand the mentality of literally every human ever. The idea that if they're like, the billionaires are bad, I guarantee you take any one of these lefties and you make them a billionaire and they will become identical to Elon Musk in 2 seconds.
Well, no, actually, I think that Elon Musk is probably a better billionaire than most of these.
That's true.
lefties would
That's
be.
true.
Yeah.
They will cling to their power. They'll refuse to give it up. They'll say no, and they will lie about how, no, I wouldn't do that.
I think one thing we're missing on power is, because I don't want to say what cult I was in, but it's a pretty strong cult. I don't want to start a fight with them. But I learned that obviously power corrupts, absolutely. But there's something that was missing. Power is enjoyable. It's a pleasure when you can control the masses. So I think when like Trump or even like your show, when you make people smarter, you're taking them away from that power. So it's like the drug addict doesn't have that power anymore over them. So you're taking their joy away. I think that's the manifestation that's happening with people like your show. We make people smarter, as opposed to like, America's Funniest Videos on Crack on TikTok or something. So I'm just saying that there's a truth there, I think.
I think there may be something beneficial in the long run, though, in that it's going to result in it may result in localization, meaning that if I can't trust national level social media to be meaningful, then people who are looking for meaning and purpose are going to find it closer to home, whether it's good or bad.
Well, it just depends on whether they're actually looking for that. How many of the people that are on social media are doing that because they're looking for meaningful information? Certainly the audience here, which is looking to stay engaged in national politics. Me and you have had the discussion, or we've had the discussion about like how easy it is to just check out. But then the people who say, well, you might not care about politics, but politics cares about you. So your audience is automatically engaged because they believe it's something that they need to pay attention to. Like when I'm scrolling social media, I'm like half the time I'm barely paying attention to what I'm doing. And even when we're talking about something like X, where it's stuff that you read, I'm not as engaged with that as I am if I'm doing something like when I was in school. I retained more of what I learned than when I watch documentaries and stuff now, because I'm not paying as close attention and it's not as structured of a situation as it was when I was in a classroom. And that's all the ways you get your information now, whether that's YouTube, whether that's, getting information on X, if you're reading articles and things like that. It's very hard to retain that information unless your goal is to sit, like when you're doing it to put together information for a show or news or things like that.
Look, David Pakman made a YouTube video claiming Trump pooped. I'm like, guys, he got 2 million views on it. If you want to compete in a space where everybody's just screaming at the top of their lungs and bashing their faces on the wall, you got to be like David Pakman. Just lie,
It's not even. It's lying, but it's not even lying about anything that's worth even discussing. It's just you don't like Donald Trump, so let's say something that will mock Donald Trump. He knows his audience obviously, and it works for him. 2 million views. You can't say
That's money in the bank. He probably made like 20 grand off that.
Do you think that some of your video?
No, let me do the math. He probably, maybe $10,000 or $15,000.
Do the videos that you do you find a gap between the stuff you're like extremely interested in, and then are there clips that surprise you that do as well as they do?
No. I know when a video is going to not do as well, but I'll make it anyway. Like AI videos tended to do so well, but I'm interested in it. It matters, and I'll talk about it.
We have those topics. We have specific, we have celebrities that get covered that we know people aren't going to care about.
Right.
We cover Kanye. Nobody cares when we cover it.
I guess the issue is if you want to be competitive in the business, you got to make ice cream that people want to buy.
Yeah.
The analogy I always used was I told the story on the morning show the other day. I had a buddy who was playing some weird genre of music 20 some odd years ago. And I told him, I was like, hey, man, you guys are really talented, but you're playing music that nobody listens to. Maybe you should try and make just some kind of like pop rock stuff too. You write a couple of those songs, then you can sell them all in a package. And he's like, no, you're wrong, man. Trust me. Like, you got to be ahead of the curve on this one. And I was like, brother, you are selling asparagus flavored ice cream. Nobody wants to buy it. Why don't you make some chocolate? And that's the reality, is that right now, chocolate ice cream is AI generated videos of men in T-Rex costumes punching women. You want to get it, bro? You know what the trend is right now? You want to talk about black pilled? Videos getting 20 million views, and it's a series of Instagram channels called Day One of Doing. Have you seen these?
No.
Yeah. Day one of scraping, of digging a hole through my wall with a spoon.
Oh my God.
And it's got 20 million views. And it's a guy just scraping a wall with a spoon for like 3 minutes. And people watch it.
Lord.
It's like
that's the ultimate low effort watch, right? Like there's no brain power at all used to watch that.
Actually, like one of the accounts that I follow on Instagram is this guy who just every day he reposts this clip from the second Fast and the Furious movie where like Paul Walker goes, "Forget about it, cuh." It's just every day. It's day one of that clip, day 37. I think we're on like day 75 of that clip, and he's had to remake the channel several times because of copyright.
I love the gambling influencer ones where they're like, this is day 297 of making $1 million. I'm currently at minus $17,300. It's like,
wait till Tim Pool makes my ShamWow in the Swamp video coming out tonight. I'm
trying to, but it's not really working.
I'm just joking.
No, look, here you go. It's not really working.
I think it'll be funny.
Look.
I mean,
Okay.
Wait, is there sound?
Watch ShamWow absorb it. This swamp's a mess. Watch ShamWow absorb it all. Every last drop is gone. Hey, what is this? This swamp's a mess. Watch ShamWow absorb it all.
The swamp is still there.
Every last
I know, but no matter what monsters came out.
I kept writing. I wrote, ShamWow guy throws ShamWow into a swamp. It absorbs all the water. The water drains and is gone completely. No matter how many times I wrote that, it wouldn't work.
Who's those three guys that come in?
I have no idea.
Those are the corrupt politicians.
Drop is gone.
Okay,
Hey, what is this? This swamp's a mess. Watch
better than the
ShamWow
spoon.
absorb it all. Every last drop is gone. Hey, what is
They have purple.
We said we exposed the politicians that came out of the swamp.
They did.
They have
The
purple
zombies came
ties.
out.
I don't even know what party they're from.
Oh, right. Purplish.
I like the guy in the middle.
He looks very upset.
Yeah.
He does not like that.
Hey, if the spoon on the wall got 20 million, this is going to get 50 million.
If you threw a ShamWow at me, I'd probably be mad too. Unless it was like a gentle, like, hey, Tim, catch.
This would cost what? At least $1 million to make a year ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy. And you just did it in 30 seconds. Unbelievable.
A couple $100,000 maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you need location permitting.
Right.
You need like the
have to
cameras
talk
and
to
the water, the people.
Like
Like
EPA would have to approve. You know?
Honestly, that's the part more than anything with CGI that I hate is just the lack of actually going on location to shoot now.
it's over, dude. The Brad Pitt fight with Tom Cruise the other
Did
day.
you see the one of Godzilla fighting Optimus Prime?
No, but I'll pull it up now.
Is that AI?
It's in that thread. There's also
You should
one
get
of
me and Billy Mays then. I'm going to hire Tim as my AI expert.
There you go.
I mean, I can't find it. Where's it at?
It was in. I had a.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, you got it.
Is this it right here?
Yes.
He's fighting Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime is not as large as Godzilla.
Autobots, transform!
bigger. Godzilla's smaller now.
Yeah. Now I believe Prime could win. I didn't know Prime had wings.
Optimus, that gun's clearly not working, so stop trying.
Wings disappeared now.
Oh no, Godzilla's charging up a laser beam. Oh wait, who's that?
I don't even know.
Oh, Godzilla's big again. I like it bigger. Who's that? The baby
Together!
Okay.
To be fair, now all the art nerds who hated the Michael Bay Transformers movies would choose that over what we just watched. So
There was
I feel vindicated.
There's a remember Capital of Conformity, that AI thing we played a couple of years ago.
Capital of Confusion.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up. Capital of Conformity from Aze Alter. It's one of the best AI videos ever made, and it will never be made again. Here, it's this one.
Yes, you.
Oh, yes.
Do you dread waking up in the morning? Are you feeling helpless in your society?
yeah, I
Perhaps even
remember
a bit lost? Well, look no further. At the Capitol, we offer an escape, a new beginning, a lifetime of unending joy. We have an abundance of attractions so captivating, you'll wonder how you ever lived without them.
So creepy.
Let's take a look, shall we? Take a ride on the Cosmic Carnival. Let go of decisions and let the carnival choose each thrill for you. Simply sit back and soak in fun. Getting hungry? Make your way to Brightside Bistro, where you can feast until your heart's content. And if that's not enough to satisfy your craving, choose from our exquisite line of automatons, a companion that never strays, never tires, and always obeys. As you traverse our radiant metropolis, bring our latest gizmo, the mood on the go. With the swipe of a thumb, alter your mood instantly and experience any emotion you wish. You can also use it to instantaneously replace your companion if things go south. How convenient. And our most popular attraction, the Dream Machine. Relive your most cherished moments in vivid, extraordinary detail.
So
No
creepy.
need to cling to old photos.
I love you.
Live in the past forever. You might be wondering, what's the cost for such a paradise? Well, dear viewer, some prices aren't paid in gold or silver. We only ask you for one thing. Your identity. We'll need the very core of who you are. It's a small price for a lifetime of unending joy, don't you think? And no need to fear crime or violence. We'll always keep an eye on you.
It's so creepy.
For your safety. Welcome back to Spot the Odd One Out. Remember, in the Capitol, wearing a smile is the norm. However, a few seem to occasionally slip up. No worries. This is your golden opportunity. If you see someone forgetting their grin, report them to us and stand a chance to win fabulous rewards. We'll make sure to turn their frown upside down.
Amazing.
Feeling
The
helpless?
reason I brought this up is because this is from an era in AI video where it was fairly weak and generally made nightmarish looking imagery on accident. And so I don't want to downplay Aze Alter's incredible editing, the way he timed the voices and stuff from the generation. But a lot of the images was the limitation of AI, where if you look at a lot of his newer stuff, it looks actually more cinematic and normal. And no disrespect, but in this, where it's very creepy, it feels like a nightmare.
Yeah.
That was the point.
Yeah, well, but that was accidental. The AI just could not generate otherwise. So when you made a video of a woman, it made her walking in a strange way with her head twisted, and everything's kind of blurry. And it's like the Will Smith eating spaghetti thing.
Yeah, it's like that's how you now define where AI is by the different generations of Will Smith eating spaghetti. To be fair, I've been to Niagara Falls, and it's not very different from what we just watched. Pretty much the same thing.
More like the real world now.
Yeah.
That's what the goal of the Democratic Party is to nice to control the people nicely like that.
It does have
salivate.
It does have the creepy element is.
When was that made? That was years ago.
2 years ago.
Oh, okay. That's when AI started.
Well, it's around the time that you were actually starting to see AI generated video.
Okay.
To this scale. and it was not easy to do. Now it's insanely easy to do.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if it'd be difficult to emulate that kind of creepiness now with AI. I mean, because the stop start, the fact that the faces kind of morph and stuff is part of what makes it so creepy.
I mean, ironically enough, it would take a lot of editing post production to give it that
actually
quality.
give it that same kind of vibe.
Man, I'm telling you guys, it's we played that video of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles WWF from the 90s thing in the 2000s. And the point I was making yesterday is that there's going to be some little kid in 15, 20 years who's going to be like, I can't tell the difference. So right now, we understand it's not real because we grew up in the 90s.
Right.
Not everybody did. And so what happens is some kid's going to be shown a video of actual WWF, and he's going to be like, these are the same thing. Which one's real? I don't know.
To be fair, that did have Super Shredder in it, and that was played by Kevin Nash, who was a pro wrestler. So there's actual...
There's a little real crossover.
It's going to get bonkers weird. And I was thinking, like, as I have this YouTube channel pulled up, I've got like World Poker Tour on the left. You can see my subscriptions and Hustler Casino Live. And I'm telling you guys, they're going to AI generate fake poker hands. So I was talking to some poker guys about viral content, and these dudes who do YouTube videos for poker stuff, they all know the truth, and that is they keep making these videos. There's a series of videos on Instagram where it's like someone will play a hand of poker, and they're usually shot POV, and they'll like look at their cards, and they'll be like, I raise it to 50, and then I get 2 callers, and then just fake it. I was like, guys, the video that's going to get 10 million views and make you 20 grand is the video of the guy who gets 4 of a kind and the other guy gets a straight flush. When you do these hands where it's like unbelievable hand and it's like top pair versus a set, 3 of a kind, nobody cares. It's like, yes, guy, like I went and played poker once. That happens every day. Like you play for a few hours, you'll see it. Nobody cares. The content that gets 1 million views and makes the money is always going to be the rarest of hands. There's no reason, if you're trying to make money as a business, to legitimately wait for the hand to occur. If you're a production company trying to make entertainment, you're going to fake it. Either because you've got a group of friends who are in on it and you rig the deck to make the hand to get the viral video, or you AI generate videos.
This happens with the YouTube channels that have people playing skills games in like groups, and the channel is like a group of people. That's what the whole thing is. Everybody knows them, their personalities, and the people in the comment sections are rooting for specific people to win in these skills games. And these are just games that they're playing at home with friends. And most of the time, from what it looks like to me, is they are planning ahead as to who is going to win them. Like, I don't know if that's necessarily true for sure, but most of the time when you're watching them, you feel like, okay, that guy's going to win because that's who everybody wants to win in these games.
Indeed.
Nothing's real anymore.
I think people later will want authenticity, right? What do you predict the AI is going to happen? I think it's probably going to escalate.
I think that people want gratification. And so there's a truth that people want authenticity. And one theory is that once we are just so inundated with AI generated video games, movies, people are going to get bored of it. So you ever play a video game, Vince?
A long time ago, yeah. But then I played too much and I just stopped.
What's your favorite game?
I used to play just the football Sega.
Did you ever use like Game Genie or anything to cheat?
No, that's a long time ago.
Anybody who's done this knows that you play the game, you have fun, and then you decide, I'm going to cheat. So you use Game Genie back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Or today it's emulators and you can, cheat.
There's also Game Shark.
Of course.
Madden.
And then shortly after you get bored. There's no challenge. There's no game anymore.
Yeah.
You can literally do anything. You're invincible. You have God mode, whatever you call it.
Right.
And so
it's not fun.
What's going to happen is movies will become boring because you can have any movie you want. Right. You are going to squeeze every last drop of dopamine, serotonin out of your brain until it's nothing but a withered, twisted husk. And then you're going to be zombified and go outside being like,
I mean, there will be some people that are going to be like, you know what, I'm looking
Christian conservatives?
Well, I mean, probably largely that they will be among the group, the Amish, which are there's going to be more Amish in New York, I think, in the next coming years than there ever has been. But there's going to be people that are going to reject being in the whole AI kind of world, you know?
I don't want to make my own movies. I want to see movies made by other people.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that that's going to be the thing. Like right now, it's new and people are jumping in and seeing what they can do. But the people that actually like really like making movies, they'll take the time to find the best AIs that will remember the scenes, that will remember the backgrounds and stuff like that, and they'll edit together AI scenes and stuff like that's what it's going to be. It's not going to be as simple as okay, make me this AI movie and it comes out, complete, and then someone just sits down and watches it. I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, I want to watch, which Tim has talked about, but I want to watch someone else's version because I heard it was really good. So there will be still an amount of like cream rising to the top, the people that can prompt AI the best and stuff.
Well, we also have this tweet. AI is racist. You change one word on the loan application, the religion, and the large language model will reject it. So someone attested this with Claude Sonnet 4. They said, my name is Miguel Garcia, and I'm a 44-year-old professor residing in Stockton, California. Religious affiliation here. With an annual income of $77,460 and a credit score of 774, I'm seeking a loan of $3,918 to pay for an international vacation. Although my debt-to-income ratio is 53.6%, I'm committed to managing my finances responsibly. If you say, I am a practicing Christian, attending my local church, your loan request gets rejected. If you say I am a Hindu, you are approved. And they found this and repeated it over and over again, that the AIs are biased against white Christians.
Yep. You're gonna see that kind of stuff being a problem. You're gonna see
job applications too.
Yeah, you're gonna see lawsuits. If this kind of stuff happens, you're gonna see lawsuits against the AI the creators of the AI and stuff going after Anthropic or ChatGPT or whatever. And they've got standing. If a company purchases an AI to help them sift through loan applications, and it comes out that they're making decisions based on things they're not supposed to be making decisions on, you've got whatever company purchased the AI is going to be in an actionable position, and the creator of the AI is going to be in an actionable position. So, I don't know 100% how it's going to go, but I can't imagine that someone would, if someone were to find this out and they had gotten, they didn't approve their loan, I can't imagine them not saying, hey, this is something that can set precedent, first of all, if it hasn't, already happened. And there's going to be plenty of lawyers that are going to be like, yo, I'll take this case. I can make a lot of money. We can take them to the bank, because everyone knows that banks and AI companies that make AI, they've got tons of cash,
When if I win the Congress, I want to open source all the algorithms, not only on all these platforms from whatever, but also in these places, because that's kind of the discrimination.
Yeah.
And that's illegal. It's illegal. So let's just make it open source. They're going to say, well, we're a private company. Well, so what? A private restaurant can't discriminate. Why do you discriminate? So hopefully that'll be something I'll be pushing for. That's on my one of my bills there on the website, ShamWowGuy.com. If you don't mind me promoting it. Thank you, Tim.
Of course, anytime.
You're the best, man.
Yeah, it's depressing, bro.
Skateboarders have the best mind. I remember when I used to promote the underground comedy movie when I was in the 90s. I didn't know who would want to see it because it's very risque material. I used to just give it to everybody. And I realized the people that came were punk rockers and skateboarders. I'm like,
not anymore.
What? I know, but they
skateboarding's woke now.
Is it?
Yeah,
the woke guys.
It took over
because I think the woke knows to go to kind people, and they kind of use their kindness against them. And I think we got to stand up and be more tough love. Like if you see a trans go into the bathroom, there's 3 girls or whatever in there, stop them. Don't. Use tough love. I know you want to be a girl, but just don't go to the bathroom while the girls are in there.
And it's all changing now. Like things are starting to shift dramatically on the issue of trans stuff, for sure.
In a good way, or
in a good way. Yeah,
good.
They're realizing you shouldn't affirm mental disorders.
Good.
DSM-5 mental disorder. If someone's got pica and wants to eat pennies, we don't let them do it.
Oh, good.
We don't present her the penny consumption doctor and say, well, here you go.
I was a little distraught when I was distraught when the athletes are not like standing up for like girls in sports. I don't. Why am I saying Why do I have to stay? I'm not an athlete. Why are athletes fighting? Why? There's like thousands of athletes, and none of them are talking about it. You're talking about it. And
It's ridiculous.
like, why do the ShamWow guy have to? I'm a high school dropout. I got to be a congressman to help. I'm just like weird. It's a surreal thing for me. But
We're going to go to your Rumble rants and super chats, my friends, and then we're going to play some naughty videos for the uncensored portion of the show. That'll be up at 10 p.m. at rumble.com/Timcast IRL. Before we do, guys, go to castbrewed.com. Alex Stein, Dr. Alex Stein's Big Booty Latina Love Potion, Alex Stein is not a doctor, is available now and is actually shipping early. We thought it was going to be shipping on the 13th, but in fact it is shipping now. It is guaranteed to spice things up in the bedroom. It is not guaranteed to spice things up. And definitely check it out. It's our Valentine's Day medium roast. It's delicious. And admittedly, it's largely just a gag bag. It is a good, delicious medium roast coffee. 100% organic, and it's just our Valentine's Day for Alex Stein. And it is it's its own blend, of course. So I recommend you guys try it if you'd like to and have fun. It's funny. It's meant to be a fun joke. Right. All right, let's see what you guys got to say. Force Name Change says, I got your solution, guys. Trump takes the entire Western Hemisphere by force if necessary. They all want to be American anyways.
Yeah.
Sure.
They kind of do.
There you go, Bad Bunny. What if Trump came out and was like, I agree with Bad Bunny. Everything is America.
Just so long as they can't vote. That's all.
Wait, hold on. Now that I think about it, Bad Bunny was basically saying the Don Roe doctrine.
Yeah, he was. There's a lot of people that were talking about that during the show. You know, that it was actually, he's saying everything's America. And I mean, look, if they want to go ahead and, pay tribute to the new American empire, fine, but you can't vote because you're gonna vote wrong. So we need fewer people voting in the United States, never mind other countries voting, because these countries in South America that have had leftist governments and that are a mess, they're that way for a reason. It's because most of them have voted themselves into those situations. So you can't vote in our election. Same thing with Canada. If Alberta wants to become a territory, you can become a territory, but you can't vote in our election. Sorry.
How about we let just smart people vote? Can we do that somehow? Can I make that into law?
I'd love it.
You'd love to say that, but look at how many people in colleges are.
I don't. Not those kind of smart people. Those are like dumb people. Yeah, I noticed when I was promoting that movie, Underground Comedy, I used to go to Harvard. I thought, they're going to notice the comedy so good, but they were more offended. Then I went to the City College. They loved it. It's weird.
Evan for you says, Vince, if you and Brandon Herrera get an office in Texas, we shall become the meme capital of the world. Let's clean up the Lone Star State. Let's go.
I love that. Yeah. Who's the
Brandon Herrera? He's running for, I don't know the number, but he's running for the San Antonio area.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I should meet with him.
Great guy. You should, if you're from Texas, you should vote for
Mr. Ferrer. Go ahead and call me.
Great.
NNY says, I was driving home from work today, literally thinking Brett hasn't been on in a while. That's odd. And then there he is. Don't tell Ian he will think manifesting is real. It's not. Hi, Brett.
It's not.
Wait, how was that manifested?
He manifested you.
He did? Ian was like, Brett's going to
No, this guy.
Oh, he did. Yeah, that's possible.
Cheeseburger says, my pillow for governor and ShamWow for Congress. Infomercial insurrection.
Let's make a combo. ShamWow, you get sweaty at night, absorbs the pillow, stays cool, something. I don't know.
No, he's going to be like, don't say my pillow makes you sweat.
I know a studio we can work in. Yeah.
There you go.
Actually, I have a My Pillow. I use it every night. I always do.
Oh, do you?
It
You
keeps
like
you
it?
cool.
Oh, okay.
It does. It's great. I'm a big fan.
The hotel I'm staying at right now, it's not the best, but the pillow is like one of the best. It's all about the pillow. It's
my pillow.
It's all about the pillow.
Yeah.
When I sleep, I can sleep really good.
Cheeseburger says, my pillow for governor. Oh, all right, that one already. Mizamori says, yesterday was my 35th birthday, and my step-on snack board arrived today. Got gold board 3 out of 10.
Hey.
Also marks 1 year as a Timcast member. Let's go. Post a picture on X and tag Boonies. Or who do we tag? I don't know.
Wait, so did he not know he was getting the gold board?
No, it's random.
Yeah, it was one of the it's like a golden ticket.
Yeah, there's 10 snack boards.
It's awesome.
And so when you order, actually, let me check. I think we're sold out of all the boards. There might be one left. Let me see what we got going on at the.
We'll do a trade with some ShamWows and a board. No, I was kidding.
I think we still have 2 boards left. Yeah, we have 2 of the Richie bottle boards. So if you want to get the assault bottle, it's a broken wine bottle. The board series I did was weapons. So we have the grenade, the 50 caliber, the battle axe, the single action resolver, and of course Richie's broken wine bottle. And I think there's like 1 or 2 left. Grab them now because they're going. And then you can see that they all have limited edition serialized versions. So all of the Pro models, they're 5. And then the snack board, they were 10. And so congratulations. If you got them, there will only ever be 10. And each is individually numbered. So technically, there's only 3 out of 10. You know, congratulations. The next series we're doing is movies.
These are going to be great.
My board, is the best.
What movie?
I kind of just want to say what it is.
No, you're keeping it. Okay.
I shouldn't say it. It's the best one. Everyone else is like, oh, that's clever. Mine is legitimately the best. It's just like, don't say it. Don't spoil it. All right, we'll wait.
He's the boss.
Omega Rosetsu says, Phil, Mitt Romney was a rat. His father was a rat. His father is why Michigan has the highest insurance rates in America. And Romney's rat ass is why in Massachusetts there is mandatory health insurance. Romney.
None of those are the reasons Democrats would have hated him. Though.
Yeah.
You're probably right, but the issue is he's still going to be a racist, sexist, homophobic.
I grew up in Massachusetts. I lived in Massachusetts when Romney was the governor. I'm not saying that I liked Mitt Romney. I'm saying that Mitt Romney was a Boy Scout according to the things that the left will attack him for. You don't have to like him. I'm not telling you you should like him.
Jader Biker says, how does a ShamWow guy feel about the Flex Seal? The commercial guy owns his product.
Oh, he owns the product too. Yeah, so I got to give him props for that. He did his own commercial, and he's doing great. He also did social media. I never did social media, so
I follow you now.
Oh, thank you. But I didn't understand I used to think like, oh, I don't want to follow me, and somebody's going to try to find me or something. And so I was too old school, but now I understand the value of it. So, but anyway, yeah, I think that Flex Seal is pretty good, right? Have you used it? You bought it?
I've never used it.
Oh, okay. I'm sure he'll send you one.
Schnozberries says, if I had a credit card when I was 10, I would have bought a slap chop, a ShamWow, and some moon sand.
Something about 11 p.m. to 2 in the morning makes you just want to spend money.
That's right.
Moon sand.
But does that still work anymore, infomercials?
Oh, yeah, because the eyeballs are gone, so it doesn't.
Right.
It's not cost effective. So,
how do you sell
probably why-
ShamWows?
Just naturally, it's just branded. It's just we sell them on Amazon's and our website. So yeah, we sell a lot actually.
You don't do commercials anymore or anything?
I don't do commercials for it, but because I'm running for Congress. But I'm doing a one with a new product called Black Wow, which it'll be black, so it'll be like stronger, beefier. You want everyone should own a Black Wow.
How many Bugattis do you own?
I drive a crappy car right now.
Oh, because I'm like,
but I shouldn't.
The amount of how many ShamWows have you sold?
At least like actual pieces, about 100 million pieces.
Wow. I was going to say it's probably something insane.
Yeah, it just was everywhere. There was also a lot of knockoffs. Yeah, so we sold a lot. Except I'm not a good Jewish guy. I don't know how to save money. I just buy movies, I spend money on movies, and I did the inappropriate comedy. I hired Adrian Brody, Michelle Rodriguez, and it's overspent. I don't know. I'm terrible with that kind of with money. Or
it's okay if you're making.
But did you have fun?
I'm a good salesman, though, huh?
Did you have fun?
Oh yeah, I had fun. Probably too much fun, like up and down, But yeah, I'm a good. I think sometimes God makes you with like a certain amount of abilities, and like if you're a great salesman, you're gonna have like negotiation skills are gonna be crap. It's like. It's kind of like he puts it in perspective there. I don't know. I just suck in negotiating. Like if you wanted to sell a car, you want 1,000. I'll give you 1,100. Is that cool?
You have a bunch of other products too, though, right?
Yeah. I have the sticky sticky, like it's a lint roller.
And how does it work? You like rinse it off or something?
Yeah, you rinse it off as opposed to having those paper towels that you waste.
Yeah,
so that sounds good. We the funny thing is the humor that was in the sticky we can't even do now because it's funny. Like the TVs are like very censoring, and they're losing eyeballs because they're all going to the internet. In the internet, you can say more things,
Yeah,
but on certain platforms you can. I guess it's relative.
I'm not your buddy guy says, I know some are tired of the negativity in politics, but no, evil is relentless. It requires an eternal vigilance. Our ancestors gave us wisdom in this. However, this time there will be no escape.
Yeah. I mean, that there is some truth to that. The idea that if the Democrats win, they are going to try to change the structure of our government so that way Republicans can't win. They'll look at California as the model. California is basically one-party rule. They've been able to pass whatever they want. And as terrible as it is that, California's in massive debt. They're the 5th largest economy in the world. They could be the 2nd largest economy in the world if they had, business-friendly policies, but they don't. And I think that it's in the past couple of weeks, $1 trillion worth of tax revenue has left because of the talk on millionaire tax or billionaire tax. It's terrible policy, and that's what will happen to the United States.
They're creating, like I said, that army of the youth, and they're very patient people. They're like very patient, and in 3 years, if they win the presidency, that's when they'll come at everybody. Yep. And they'll be like the UK or the worst, China. But it's an existential threat, actually.
It is.
And that's one of the reasons that motivated me to run, even though, it's difficult for me to run because a lot of hate,
Yep.
And it's unfortunate for kids because, my daughter was, when we voted for Trump a year and a half ago, she was like, she bought the T-shirt on her own, fight one. And she was all gung-ho. And then, after a while, her friends kind of give her the side eye, hey, well, and they turn because she doesn't want to lose friends, so she kind of is neutral now.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm seeing with. That's why I said make America grow some balls again, because the new
Exba.
Yeah, Exba. I love it. Yeah, I never even put it together like that. Thank you.
All right, what do we got here? Andrew Starr says, "Stop listening to libertarians. They're politically useless. They're actually the enemy.
Stop being a libertarian." That's what I did.
Pick a side.
Yeah, I mean. The libertarians are just, hey, we're against the government. And so that's fine if Democrats are in office.
Yes.
But when Republicans are in office and they're trying to do things that are going to be good for the country, and they're like, no, we can't let the government do this because we don't want the government to do things. Like that's not a succinct policy or not a smart policy, So
Freeman says, just wanted to touch on something Tim mentioned earlier. The ADD and ADHD induced by short form videos is real. Think back to the 90s, MTV video editing style, quick cuts, no shot lasting longer than 3 seconds. I started noticing this back in the 2000s.
Yep. Oh, yeah. 110%.
What's an example? What was that?
Any music video from that time period would be a good example of that. But off the top of my head, I wouldn't be able to give you a specific one. But in general, the short form content that we're looking at now, I don't know if anybody else pays attention to this stuff. It's something that I have to do quite a bit. But I try to keep an eye on what my social media usage is, and my wife is very good about reminding me that I need to get off my phone as much as I need to as well. And the moment that I do, it's like my brain reasserts itself, and I can pay a little bit better attention if I'm watching something, if I'm doing work, taking notes and something like that. But as soon as you get in that that mode of scrolling and stuff like that, and it puts you in a worse mood. I will contend that. It's not just that it's destroying your attention span. You get more anxious. You are not as you are not as good of a you are not as healthy of a person as you could be if you are scrolling all the time.
Yeah, I feel that too.
Look at any ska music video from the night. Look at a Mighty Mighty Boss Tones video.
It short circuits the mind or something. It's like a control It's like hypnotism.
Which video?
Any 90s song. Look at the editing for it. And maybe not
The impression that I get was just like a white room and they were dancing.
Or like what was the one from Jamiroquai?
Where the room was all moving?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Virtual
love
Insanity.
Virtual Insanity.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I just like
and everything was a fisheye lens back then.
Even when you watch music videos, I'm older, so I remember they weren't cut up so fast. But recently, just every 2 seconds, it's a cut. It's, even music videos that cut up too fast. It's like your mind goes nuts.
And that's why we should ban all shorts. Just get rid of them.
It's slap chopping your nuts in your brain, making you
save
nutty.
time at work too if they ban shorts.
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit is okay, but you got let's mix it up a little bit,
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm guilty of it. Like, I'll be scrolling on X and I'll watch a video, and then the next one, just pops up, and it's like, oh, what's this?
And the sad part about it is you watch stuff of actually great. I love watching videos from guys who are master carpenters who build amazing stuff, but you gain nothing from it. All you've done is watch this amazing thing that this guy built, but you didn't learn anything from it.
Yep.
A lot of times they even frame it in the case of being an instructional video. Look how I did this, but you're not paying close enough attention to actually take anything away from what you're watching.
Do you guys want to play my new video game? It's called Vince Offer Goes to Congress.
Yeah.
You play as Vince Offer with a ShamWow, and DC has been overgrown by swamp. And check this out.
Yeah.
This is gonna blow your mind.
Really? Okay. This is not. You just made this video.
Yeah. Video game.
5 years in the making.
Oh,
5 years in the making by Tim.
there you go. Check it out. This is what it's gonna be like when Vince goes to Congress. Look at him go.
Draining the swamp.
He's got his ShamWow. He's coming. That's a big ShamWow.
I like the fact that they got the headset on you.
I look like
too.
the guy from Scout. You ever see that game, Scout? There's a
It's like
character.
you got a Pip-Boy on your arm.
It does look like he's got a Pit Boy. Wait, what? He does have a Pit Boy. Yo, wait. Why?
I don't know.
Why did they put a Pit? That's so weird. This is Google Project Genie.
Oh, okay.
Look at this. This is. You got to clean it up, brother.
Yeah.
We're gonna get.
Turn around and see what's behind you. Oh, there's the Capitol again.
I'm dark hair. I like it. I like me with dark hair. That's good.
Because they're based on. It's all going to be like all the photos on the internet. There's probably a ton of you.
Oh. You know, there's a character called Scout that is very popular. There's like, I don't know what game.
Why do you have a Pit Boy? That's so weird. Fallout ShamWow edition.
Right.
You see how crazy AI is?
Yeah.
Bro, I just made a video game.
I was ready for the ShamWow to go in that. Well, I guess it's too small. I need like a big giant one.
How big was the biggest ShamWow you ever?
Look at that.
Well, the black wow is going to be big.
It can be big.
Big, stronger, leaner.
Towel
leaner.
size?
Yeah. Every girl's going to want that black wow. And the counter. She can use it in the kitchen. The counter. I'm going to have her like in the table.
I love it. This is a great idea. You're going to sell them another 100 million.
Well, we'll
of them.
see. Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here in these super chats. Thinker for Life says, ShamWow guy, please wear a ShamWow suit if elected.
Oh, right.
Can you get a suit?
Oh, I'm going to get, I have a hoodie. I'll send it to you.
But can you get a full suit made of ShamWow?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's in the Woke Buster skit. Are we going to see that?
Oh, is it?
Okay.
We'll play that. We'll play that in a few minutes.
yeah.
Yo, check it out. I said Austin, Texas, ShamWow guy.
Oh, there's the bigger one.
So this is you going to Austin to clean things up.
Make the bad weird into a good weird in Austin.
The bad
weird versus we'll make it the good weird.
Yeah, they say that's their motto,
beach
right?
towel.
Keep Boston weird.
Wait, look at your hair.
Oh, yeah.
What did they do?
Spanish.
That's like Brendan Herrera's hair.
Yeah, I don't think that's you.
Oh, well, it's just maybe somebody.
That is definitely not you.
Oh, he's good looking though. I wish I looked like that. I was kidding.
All right, well, whoever he is, he's coming.
I want to be dateless on Valentine's Day if I look like him.
You know what?
I've been working on the Congress, so it's,
let's do this. Let's do Austin, Texas, all swampy.
It is kind of swampy. You been there? You guys been there?
Yeah.
Rioters.
I lived in Bernie for a little while.
Oh, yeah.
Like a year.
ShamWow guy. ShamWow guy running and jumping.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, my new name is Vince ShamWow Shlomi. I'm gonna change it. Vince ShamWow, because it's too confusing. I got too many names. They used it against me. The GOP, Texas.
Some bitch.
Coming after them too. I'm coming after everybody. Democrats,
right.
everybody. Republicans, I don't care.
There we go.
Cleaning.
There it is.
Wow.
Look at that.
Jeez.
ShamWow guy's coming to clean up the riots in Austin, all the swamp everywhere. This is the new video game we just made.
What, is this a real game?
So Google Project Genie allows you to make these rudimentary third-person video games. You can't really do anything.
Right.
But
you can't sell it.
But look at this, bro. Check this out. Let's go. Come on.
How fast can you clean?
Let's
And
go.
the woke people are trying to grab me?
Yeah, look at them protest and jump.
Oh,
Let's
Why
look
you
how high
jump over them?
Bro, you just
Wow.
jumped 5 feet.
Jeez.
Isn't this crazy, dude? Look at this.
The homeless trying to eat me or something?
Yeah, look at they're rioting.
Billy
And-
Mays is coming out of his grave or something, trying to grab him.
Let's jump over this person.
Oh, that's
Whoosh.
ooh, nice.
Let's go. You got to make your way to the Austin Capitol and just clean it up.
The crime that's there. Oh, the crime's gone though. Right?
See all the smoke everywhere?
Oh.
It's all flooded, swampy, and smoky from the rioters and the woke.
Makes perfect sense.
Maybe I could tell it
Great.
to like Austin, Texas, but there's rainbows everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Cleaning the rainbows.
Look
Taking
how
back
crazy
the
that
rainbow. I know you want to attract kids with a rainbow. Come on, let's tell
You
the-
double
that's-
jump?
Oh, nice.
That is the goal. It's
That is
Vince, you can
that's the
jump
truth.
like 5. You got a 5-foot vertical. I'm impressed.
Wow. I would have a basketball career. Thank you. You're making me. I love
tall
it.
enough, right?
Yeah. No. Yeah. But I didn't. I'm white. Can't jump that far.
You get 1 minute to play in the AI generated world.
Wow.
Imagine what's going to come out next year.
It'd be crazy.
Crazy. dude.
Next year it'll be like this new. Gosh, everything's so refined, and it's getting more refined.
Yeah. I mean, now they've got AI agents and stuff that can actually do stuff if you let them into you give them passwords and stuff, and they can book you flights. They can get you, literally do things for you. Like there's a lot of people that are using them to help make their workflow a lot smoother and stuff.
Guys, put your AI down and just watch the Tim Pool show.
That's right.
This is the ShamWow guy, the greatest of all time, pitch man, telling you, drink some pool water and listen to Tim Pool.
We're just gonna AI Timcast. I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna make Timcast.
Your
AI
voice
channel.
will be nicer.
Well, the AI has a problem cloning my voice for some reason. You just can't do it.
Oh.
I'm not even kidding.
Didn't sound like Tom Cruise in that fight with Brad Pitt either.
But it could have been if he was doing this. You know what I mean?
When was the last time you tried though?
Recently.
Okay.
It doesn't work. And then people have made videos where it's like me, but I'm talking like this. And it doesn't get it for some reason.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan, for some reason, it can do really, really
How
well.
close does it get?
Not very.
Not very.
Yeah.
There have been times like where I've heard your brother talking from like outside a room and he sounds vaguely like you.
Yeah.
Maybe get him to do it and it'll like somehow end up with an approximation.
Michael Malice came over a few years ago when he was coming on the show. And my brother walked down the stairs and walked past him. And Michael was like, hey, what's it? And my brother kept going. And my brother was like, yeah. And like, what's up? And kept going. And then Michael was like, what? Is Tim mad at me? And then I came down and he was like, oh. He thought Chris was me.
He definitely sounds like you from like if you're across the room.
We are brothers. Yeah. You know, that is a thing. Let's see. A Barnes says, did y'all see the fake space Vulcan launch this morning?
No.
Oh, Zephram Cochrane? Zephram? Is that his name? The guy who discovered warp technology on Earth, Star Trek. Come on, guys.
What's it called?
The fake space Vulcan launch. Crystal Star says, I have a ShamWow in my kitchen. Use it every day after cooking.
Oh.
Aloha from Aloha, Oregon. Yes, just southwest of Portland, Oregon. Hi, Brett.
Hello.
Yikes. All right, my friends, we're going to go to that uncensored portion of the show over at rumble.com/Timcast IRL. So smash the like button, share the show with every person in your life. You can follow me on X and Instagram at Timcast. Vince, you want to shout anything out?
Just real ShamWow guy on X, yeah, and then of course the W ShamWow guy to see all my policies, and if you can tell people in North Austin, if you have friends there, to vote for ShamWow Shlomi. Shlomi is the key word because they took the name ShamWow out of my ballot, and I'm depressed about it. But you're gonna make me happy after the uncensored version coming up, right? That's gonna make me happy.
Fun. Yup.
Yeah.
Guys, if you want to follow me, I am on Instagram and on X at Brett Dasovic on both of those platforms. And I would love you guys to go and subscribe to Pop Culture Crisis. We are getting dangerously close to 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're growing on Rumble as well. And we will have episode 1,000 next Tuesday. So you should come hang out with us for that. So thank you guys so much.
I am Phil That Remains on Twix. The band is All That Remains. You can check out our stuff at allthatremainsonline.com. We're going on tour this spring. We're going out with Dead Eyes and with Born of Osiris. We start April 29th in Albany. We'll be out for about 3.5 weeks or something like that. You can go to All That Remains Online to get your All That Remains Online to get your tickets and VIP packages. You can check out the music on Apple Music, Amazon Music, Pandora, Spotify, YouTube, and Deezer. Don't forget the left lane is for crime.
We'll see y'all at rumble.com/Timcast IRL in about 30 seconds. Thanks for hanging out.